get it here with decent field position after that opening drive.
That was a nice route ran by Mason Vogie. He just happened to get a ball thrown a little bit ahead of him, wasn't able to grab it with an outstretched hands. Nonetheless, it's going to bring up a 4th down and the punting unit for the Cougars. So the Whitney High Wildcats getting off the field early here. So let's see how their offense holds out on their first drive.
So Eugene Panasic will come in and boot it away. Whitney will field it at the 32. Breaking through tackles and getting near the 44-yard line. And I believe that was Sutter Choicer, the star running back here for Whitney, that was able to get that out to about the 43-yard line. Sutter Choicer, the star running back for Whitney Wildcat team, the senior, 5'10", 190 pounds.
Coming in on the year with 146 carries with 1,200 rushing yards and 21 touchdowns. So definitely a star.
First down draw play and a nice solid pickup there on first down.
Yeah,
that will just Choicer gets about 5 yards, brings up 2nd and 5 for the Wildcats. So their first drive here of the 2012 playoffs, and they have great field position here at midfield on 2nd and 5. Draw play again. And this time, Del Campo all over it. Not a lot of room, maybe back to the line of scrimmage. And that is it, as Choicer had nowhere to go. 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, very nice defense there by the Cougars. They were able to fill up every hole that they needed to fill, and they were able to bring the ball carrier down, it looks like, for a no gain. So very solid play on 2nd down, and as a big 3rd down here for the Cougars, hoping they can get their offense back on the field.
Del Campo has already had the football, had it punted away. Whitney, this is their first possession. 3rd and 5, looking to throw. Fires over the middle, and it's complete. A lot of room there for Walker Carpenter. And Carpenter is brought down at the 25-yard line of Del Campo. Check that. That was Jason Brunet with the big pickup.
Yeah, that was a very nice play right across the middle. Had his big man running wide open across the middle. He's coming in at 6'3", 235 is Brunet, so a big target across the middle.
Choicer on the draw play has a big gain. Is brought down inside the 10-yard line. And it'll be 1st and goal for the Wildcats, and it looks like they're going to spot them at about the 6-yard line. So right now, Whitney dominating on the front there with their offensive line.
I like this hurry-up offense here to start this first drive. I really do.
Choicer again on the draw play. Brought down near. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Whitney. So Whitney takes their opening drive and marches down the field, and Sutter Choicer gets on the board for the Whitney Wildcats to put them up 6-0 here with the extra point pending. Very impressive opening drive. Marched down the field with ease. So Whitney looking to extend their lead to 7-0 with the extra point. It is up, and the extra point is through. So 7-0 is our score. 9:28 left here in the opening quarter on PlayOnSports.com.
Yeah, that was a very nice drive by Whitney to go down and start this game. They went down, good play calls, running the no-huddle offense as well. They ran two running plays followed by a play-action play on 3rd down to get a big gain across the middle. Were able to pick that up and then just continued giving it to their star running back who got him in for 7 points. So good drive for Whitney to go down and start this game. They're obviously coming in here as the lower seed and ready to prove that they are here to play.
Whitney coming in here from Rockland, just down the road a little bit here from Del Campo High. Again, we want to thank you for tuning in here to PlayOnSports.com, wherever you may be listening from across the globe. Thank you for tuning in as we are here from Fair Oaks, California, just outside of Sacramento, where Del Campo and Whitney duking it out here in the first round of the Sac-Joaquin playoffs. Kickoff kind of squibbed down, and it will be fielded at the 15. And Del Campo is able to get it to about the 22. And that was Blumgold who gets it out to the 22. And we didn't call Blumgold's name on that opening drive, and I have a feeling we're going to see him here as he's their star running back, put up huge numbers this year. And you got to think they're going to go after him a little bit to kind of get this offense going.
Yeah, I agree. Coming into the year, Del Campo only attempting about 150 passes or so, and I'm pretty sure they passed every time that. So obviously trying to get Whitney caught off guards, but coming out passing right away, maybe trying to keep the fresh legs of Blumgold. But nonetheless, maybe we'll see him here on their second drive.
So 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. It is Blumgold who gets the carry. Changes directions in the backfield, but a minimal pickup, maybe a yard and a half. And that will bring up 2nd down, and we'll call it about 8.5.
Yeah, that was exactly what Whitney wants to do the entire game, is meet Blumgold right there before he can make that extra move across the line of scrimmage and bring him down for minimal gains. Good play by Whitney.
So 2nd down and a long 8 here for Del Campo. Handoff, and Whitney all over that. In fact, that play is going to lose a couple yards, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 11. And that looked like Austin Brown. It was Brown, the carrier there. 3rd down and long. So Del Campo's offense struggling in the early going here. And you got to give credit to Whitney's defense, who's coming out playing aggressive and really all over the ball carriers thus far.
Yeah, they're definitely out here ready to play, and they're proving it here in the early going of this first quarter.
Whitney on top 7-0, 8:18 left here in the first quarter, just underway. Looking to throw on 3rd and long. Rodrigo, he changes directions, and he has some room to work. He has the 1st down and runs out of bounds at the marker. And a good job there, heads-up play by the quarterback, the senior quarterback, Derek Rodrigo, making something out of nothing. Oh, they're going to give him a bad spot and say he stepped out about a yard before he picked up the 1st. It looked like he had it from up here.
Yeah, nonetheless, it was a fairly solid effort there by Rodrigo to get to the outside and make a couple people miss and almost pick up that 1st down. I guess the referee seen him step out about 2 yards short, so that will bring out the punting unit.
So 4th and 1, and Del Campo will punt this one away. Back deep is going to be Tyler Torres. Torres fields it at the 35. Gets to the 40. Has a lot of room to work and tripped up inside Del Campo territory at the 42-yard line. And Whitney again will have great field position here. On top already, 7-0, and looking to add on to that with that big return from Torres.
Yeah, that was a good return there from Torres. It was a touchdown-saving tackle by number 4, Mike Hatfield, for Del Campo. I'm pretty sure if he wouldn't have brought that ball carrier down, he was going to take it the whole way. So good tackle.
So handoff over to Wilkinson. And Wilkinson picks up nice yards on 1st down, close to 5, and it'll be 2nd and 5 here for the Wildcats. Drew Romo, haven't talked about him a lot as the running game has been so sufficient early on. He'll fire his 2nd pass attempt here. It's incomplete, but a flag comes flying out, and got to guess that's going to be an interference call, as that pass was intended for Cody Moffitt.
Yeah, they're going to say Mike Hatfield got there a little bit early. I don't know if I agree with that up here with the bird's eye view. I think he met the ball carrier right at the right time and made a good play on defense. Nonetheless, I'm not the guy out there in the striped T-shirt, so they're going to call him for that pass interference. But if I'm Hatfield, I just continue to play exactly the way I am. That was exactly what he wants to do. Good defense. He just happened to get a bad call.
Yeah, so. I agree with you up here. I didn't see it as Romo threw it in the traffic there. But the referee didn't hesitate. He threw that out quick. So 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Romo in the shotgun. Hands it off. And that is Wilkinson. And Wilkinson breaks free, and he'll get in the end zone basically untouched from 21 yards out. And just like that, the Wildcats have extended their lead.
Yeah, the Wildcats definitely came in here to play, and they are proving it. That was a good run by Wilkinson. Just followed his blockers, had very good ball carrier vision, was able to put that in for a nice run. And it's going to put the Wildcats up here 14-0, and it is getting quiet on this side of the field, ladies and gentlemen. These Cougars were not expecting the Wildcats to come in and be this dominant this early in the game.
And Trainer comes in, knocks the extra point up and in, 14-0. Whitney on top of Del Campo with 7:22 left here in the first quarter on PlayOnSports.com.
Do you want to watch more of your school broadcasts, or do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the Play on Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
So Del Campo here trailing 14-0 on their home field as they have given up 2 touchdown drives on the 2 possessions that Whitney has had. If you're Del Campo here, you got to kind of settle down a little bit and realize that you have a full game ahead of you, but they have to sustain a drive.
Yeah, I definitely agree. This game is nowhere near out of reach yet. Only down 2 touchdowns with 7 minutes, 22 seconds to go in the first quarter. So a lot of football left to play here tonight. So if I'm Del Campo, I need to just buckle down and do what I've been doing the entire year, and that's being dominant on offense.
Trainer will kick it off, and it will be fielded by Blumgold. And Blumgold breaks out of an initial tackle attempt, and he'll bring it to the 21-yard line. So that is where the Cougars will start their 3rd drive of this football game as they trail 14-0, but they really have to sustain a drive, and on top of that, give their defense a little bit of a break because their defense has been out there pretty much this whole first quarter.
Yeah, I think so far Del Campo has managed to achieve 1 first down on offense, and I think that was on a big run by Rodrigo. So far, the only positive yards that I've seen from this Del Campo offense, I think, was by the scampers from Rodrigo.
Yeah, Rodrigo, and those are both on broken plays that he was able to pick up those yards. Rodrigo fires a screen pass, and it falls incomplete. Or no, they're going to say maybe he caught that, but he caught it on his knee, so he wouldn't be able to advance the football. That was Romeo Lopez.
I'm pretty sure what they're going to say is maybe it was a pass behind the line of scrimmage, so maybe a live football.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, a broken play all the way around by the Cougars. Their offense is definitely freezing like the temperature here tonight.
Romeo Lopez, they're going to say that was a catch, which went for nothing. So 2nd and 10 on that screen pass that went for 0 yards. So Rodrigo here will be in the shotgun and try to make something happen. He's rolling to the far side. Now he's under pressure, tucks it, and he is going to be brought down. And he'll lose about 3 yards on the quarterback sack. And Whitney right now is all over the place, both offensively and defensively.
Yeah, that was Jordan Trainer on the sack there for the Whitney Wildcats, Their defense is just looking extremely good tonight, not giving up fairly anything and just constantly getting their defense off the field and keeping that offense on the field. And so far, the Whitney High offense has been unstoppable, putting 14 points up. So the defense so far is controlling this game, I'm saying, for the Whitney High.
Trainer, the kicker for Whitney with that sack, as you mentioned. And again, it came in unimpeded. 3rd down and 12, and Rodrigo is just going to, he faked the tuck and run. Now he has the wide open receiver, and he gets it out to Rocha. And Rocha is brought down inside Whitney territory as Rodrigo faked the run. That made the Whitney defenders come up and bite, and Rocha was wide open and picked up a huge gain to give Del Campo a 1st and 10 inside Whitney territory.
That was a very nice play there by Del Campo. Excuse my silence. I look down and I see I have 2 number 15s with different names on my roster, so a little bit tripped out
Adrian
on that
Rocha with, you have the call-ups on your side.
Yeah, I have 2 15s.
Another screen pass. This time it goes for solid yards on 1st down as that one goes to Vogie. Mason Vogie picks up about 7, and that brings up 2nd down. We'll call it 6. 2nd down and 4.
Yeah, this is exactly what Del Campo wants to do here is get some life out of their offense. They got that nice play, but from their slot receiver on the play before, he was wide open and he found him on a good throw, and they've just been slowly moving since then.
So Rodrigo will have it 2nd down and 4. Lines up under center. Pitch goes out to Austin Brown. Brown makes the initial defender miss, and he has enough for a 1st down and some additional yardage. And it'll be 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line. So after that big play, it kind of woke up their offense a little bit, and they look like a different offense out here the past few plays.
Yeah, I agree. That was a good run by Austin Brown. He got through the middle there, and it was just all white jerseys around him, and I happened to see one blue jersey streaking past all of them. So good run by Brown, able to pick up the first down, keep these chains moving.
First down and 10. Handoff up the middle, and that's Brown again, who just bulldozes through the defenders on the dive there. He gets into the end zone for a touchdown. Austin Brown from 16 yards out cuts the lead in half. And Del Campo needed that in the worst possible way.
Yeah, I agree. That's exactly what they needed. Get some life on the field. That gets the fans back into it. Gets their home field advantage back on their side. Exactly what they want to do. Only down 7 points now. Still a whole lot of football left to play.
Eugene Panasek will come in for the extra point. And it is up and good. 14-7. Whitney on top, but Del Norte has gotten this crowd rejuvenated with that big 80-yard touchdown drive here on PlayOnSports.com.
PlayOn Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at PlayOn Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
I'm Andrew Jensen alongside Jason Patterson here at Del Campo High School on a very cold night here in Fair Oaks, California, just outside of Sacramento. As we are close to Thanksgiving and it has hit us very quickly.
I'm ready for some turkey and some football.
And we got the football tonight, but a few weeks away from the turkey. So we'll see if Whitney can sustain the drive that they've been able to have after that long touchdown drive by Del Campo. Let's see if that sparks the Cougar defense to wake up a little bit here, as Whitney's offense really has been able to move the ball at will. So Panasek will come in and kick this one away. After that touchdown drive, line drive kick will be fielded by Wilkinson at the 5. Wilkinson has some room, breaks out of one tackle, and will be brought down by a host of Cougars near the 30-yard line. And that is where the Wildcats will start their drive from their own 30, as they have a 14-7 lead with 4:12 left in the first quarter.
So let's see if these Cougars can possibly get a stop. They definitely don't want to give up any more points to this explosive offense of the Wildcats. So they're going to see if they can't get a big stop here.
So Romo rolling, fires, completes, and a pickup of 5, but a hard hit as the pass was completed. Got it to Walker Carpenter, but he paid the price as he got laid out there by Del Campo's defender. And that was Moises Valcarcel with the tackle. Hand off to Choicer, and Choicer is bottled up, and he'll be brought down for a short gain, if any, and it'll bring up third down. So Del Campo's defense has looked like they woke up a little bit.
Yeah, all of a sudden somebody dumped some cold water on these kids, and they are awake. They are ready to go. Maybe been a long day at school. It took a little bit of some hitting to wake them up, but nonetheless, they look awake here.
And we have whistles before the play can officially take off. So a timeout on the field, and it will be 14-7 when play resumes with 3:22 left here in the first quarter. It'll be 3rd and 5 on a cold and chilly night here in Fair Oaks, California. You were just looking at the temperature. It's, 45?
45 degrees.
We're set up outside.
Yeah, outside on top of a roof with all the wind.
What a good view.
It's a wonderful view. It's definitely the bird's eye view. It makes for awesome broadcasting. If I could get a little space heater up here, I'd be in heaven. Nonetheless, the football is definitely keeping it interesting. So far, we have the potential of a shootout here with a 7-14 only in the first quarter, so 21 points between both teams scored in the first quarter alone. Still a whole 3 minutes to go, so that points could be even higher. And all of a sudden, the Del Campo Cougars have woken up here, Andrew, and they're looking like they're ready to tie this game up.
Exactly. This is a big third down here, 3rd and 5 from the 35. If they get this first down and keep this drive going, or can Del Campo sustain the momentum? Romo under pressure. He avoids the first defender. Now he's going to tuck it and run, and he's going to take a hit, and he'll be short of the first down by about 3 yards or so. And Del Campo's defense comes up big, and it looks like they're going to force a punt after Romo on the keeper only picked up a couple. And the punting team will come in for Whitney. Again, making the trip out here from Rockland. So Del Campo will get the ball back. And that's going to be Rocha back to return the kick. And Rocha signals for a fair catch. Now he'll just let it bounce. And it bounces. And it looks like it may have touched someone from Del Campo, but wisely Rocha is able to fall back. Or excuse me, that was Isaac Martinez is able to jump on that and save possession. That was almost disaster there for the Cougars.
Yeah, they definitely got a lucky break on that one. I don't even know if it really touched his leg or not, but nonetheless, Whitney's guy, he made it look a whole lot like it did. So nonetheless, it was a good thing from the Cougars to fall on top of that. They get the ball at about their 11-yard line, looking to go down and tie this game up with about 2 minutes, 29 seconds to go in the first quarter. So like I've said multiple times, a lot of football left to be played here tonight. And the Del Campo Cougars are looking to tie this game up and prove that you cannot just come onto their home field and kick them out of the playoffs.
And it's a standing room only crowd. Looking at the crowd here, the bleachers are completely full, and you have just a group of people sitting on the hill with their blankets, and standing room only here for the home game, first round playoff game for Del Campo. 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. Ball is handed off to Blumgold, and Blumgold is able to pick up a few. Brings up 2nd down and about 7. Blumgold has been quiet in the early goings here, their star running back.
Yeah, the defense for Whitney High has been proving a little bit too much for the running game of Del Campo. They've come out here and they're proving that I don't care how many yards you've rushed throughout this season, you're not going to do that against us.
So Rodrigo under center. And he's going to throw on 2nd down. Fires, and it's incomplete. It was in the hands of Adrian Rocha, but he couldn't bring it in, and it brings up 3rd down and 7.
So this is a big 3rd down for Del Campo. They definitely don't want to go on a 3-and-out after finally stopping Whitney's offense. They want to at least get a couple first downs, get their defense a little bit of time to drink some water, and maybe just get a breather. You know, they've been playing fairly well after giving up the 14 points. They've calmed down and they got themselves off the field. So let's hope the offense can keep them off the field and give them a breather.
That was a big drop as Rocha had it and would have had close to a first down. Looking to throw here is Rodrigo. He's under pressure, scrambling around. Now he's going to fire, has a man, can't complete it. And he overthrows him, and that's going to bring up 4th down. He was trying to find Romeo Lopez there, but overthrew him on the run, and Whitney's defense forces a 3-and-out. So Tyler Torres will come in, and he'll stand at the 45, looking to return this upcoming punt with 1:40 left in the first quarter. As Eugene Panasek will punt this one away, and he'll be standing at about his 1-yard line. Low snap. Panasek's able to get it off. Nice kick. Torres will let it bounce, and he will pick it up on the bounce at the 42. Crosses midfield and brought down at about the 43-yard line of Del Campo. And so Whitney will have great field position to start this drive, and they have the 14-7 lead.
All right, for a little bit of update around the league, we got Elk Grove leading Ponderosa 7-0 with 11 minutes to go in the second quarter. We have Willows leading East Nicholas 14-0 at the end of the first half. Folsom leading the Atwater High Falcons 14-0 with 11 minutes to go in the second quarter.
As Romo hands that one off to Choicer, and Choicer has a pickup of close to 4 yards, 2nd and 6.
We have Del Oro leading the Yuba City Honkers 21-7. Rosemont leading Sierra 8-0. Oakdale leading Pacheco 28-0. Vacaville beating Rio Linda 7-0. That was a big hit there.
Choicer got the carry there, and I think that woke up a lot of the crowd here as that was.
It definitely stopped me from reading. I heard that and seen it out the corner of my eye. That was a big one.
As Choicer will get it again on 3rd and short. He'll pick up the first down, has more room to work. Breaks out of a tackle, still going, and brought down at the 5-yard line. Choicer is the real deal.
That's exactly what I like to see. He takes a big hit, very next play, just runs it right down their throat. Exactly what you want to see from a running back. They're just keeping it moving. I love their no-huddle offense.
Choicer gets the carry again on the draw play. This time, Del Campo all over it. Choicer gets maybe a yard. It'll be 2nd and goal from about the 4. You know how I know this Whitney team is tough? They have a couple coaches over there in shorts.
Yeah. That's definitely tough. It is cold out here.
But then again, the cheerleaders are down there with shorts on as well, so you got to give them credit as well.
They have negative shorts on. Skirts are probably way colder than shorts. That was a nice play by Del Campo's defense there in the red zone.
Choicer is asking for a breather here as he has touched the ball.
And that's going to do it, I think, for the first quarter here.
And that will do it. So 14-7 is the score. But Whitney is threatening when play resumes. It'll be 3rd down and goal from near the 4-yard line here on PlayOnSports.com. A very cold night here, Fair Oaks, as we just got done talking about the coaching staff and the cheerleaders braving it out. So maybe that still need to stop whining a little bit about how cold it is up here. But then again, we're up high where the wind is blowing.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot windier up here. Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the Play On Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. And I want to thank maxpreps.com for all the updates for all the games around the league. A little bit of a plug, even though they didn't pay for it.
Well, they definitely. We are on good terms with Max Preps. We've been had a relationship with those guys for a long time, and they do a good job over there. So we will give them.
Yeah, definitely. Without them, I'd be up here without any stats or anything.
They do a good job, and the amazing thing is about them is that they're doing it nationwide.
Yeah.
And, same here at Play On Sports. I mean, at a halftime of this game, if you want to surf around, we have games going on from across the country, from here outside of Sacramento to Illinois to Tennessee and Florida and everywhere in between. So we definitely have a good partnership. Even though it might not be official, we kind of work together there and kind of help each other out.
Definitely. It's a good game so far. It's 14-7, but Whitney's threatening here. Del Campo Cougars looking to get a big stop here in the red zone. We got a 3rd and 3 with the ball on the 4, so they do have a chance of picking up a first down, even though I'm seeing the chain gains down, so maybe that's a false on the scoreboard. But nonetheless, Cougars still trying to stop them from getting into the end zone.
So Drew Romo fakes the handoff, rolls, fires, has a man near the end zone, and he'll be just short. It's going to be that was completed to Powell, to Jordan Powell, and he'll be about a yard shy. It's going to be 4th and goal from the 1.
Yeah, that was exactly the definition of a red zone goal line stance right there.
And
they made a nice play, found the receiver out on the outside, and they just happened to do some nice tackling from the Cougars and kept them out of that end zone.
Whitney called their 2nd timeout of the half, so they have 1 remaining here. They want to talk this over. I think if you're Whitney, I think you go for it here. I mean, you don't want to – they've really had a tough time stopping you. But it's kind of one of those tough situations because if they do get a stop here, all of a sudden they get the momentum back and they have a chance. They'd have to go 99 yards, but they'd have a chance to tie the game.
Yeah, I agree. This is a win or go home time here in the high school sports. So you're on the 2-yard line or about the 1.5. It looks like from about up here. But even if you don't get this, you have a good chance of keeping the opposing offense and possibly getting a safety with them getting the ball so deep in their own territory. So it's almost a win-win situation. You either get 7 or you could possibly get 2 in the ball back. So I like going for it here with a win or go home
it's almost
scenario.
a guaranteed 3. It's basically an extra point, and they kind of get that. But I think you got to make a statement here. You're the road team. Come in here. They've had a hard time stopping the run up to this point.
Also the lower seed.
Exactly. So I think they're making the right call here. They're lining up to go for it. As Choicer is in the backfield, and Romo will be in the shotgun. I'm guessing it's going to be a handoff to Choicer. That's just my call here on 4th and goal from the 1. And I think they just did the quarterback keeper there as Romo looked like he was going to call an audible, but he ran up, took the snap, and got into the end zone for a touchdown. Romo from 1 yard out.
Yeah, that was a die-hard play right there by Whitney. They came in, they said, we're going to get this touchdown. We're going to go up 14 points. We want to keep that 14-point leeway that we started with at the start of this game. So, and they did a good job picking up that 4th down.
Yeah, I like the call there. And they lined up initially in the shotgun and then ran in like they were going to audible and change the play, but took the snap and dove in. And the extra point is no good. So that could come in play as this game progresses. 20-7, Whitney has the lead over Del Campo here on PlayOnSports.com. So Del Campo, after getting that scoring drive earlier, they allow another touchdown back to Whitney and fall back again by 2 scores. It's Del Campo playing in front of their home fans here tonight.
Play On Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at Play On Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
I'm Andrew Jensen, alongside Jason Patterson tonight. Live from Del Campo High School, round 1 of the Sac-Joaquin playoffs. Winner gets the winner of Elk Grove and Ponderosa. As Jason mentioned, to go Elk Grove had a 7-0 lead. Kickoff, and trying to break to the outside is Del Campo, and finally be brought down at the 26. And that will give Del Campo their first down from the 26-yard line, trying to chip away at this lead.
Yeah, it's looking like it's being a quite difficult task for these Cougars. The Wildcats are coming in, and they are just looking completely dominant throughout the entire game so far, not giving up too much on defense. They've given up only 1 touchdown so far, and not too many first downs to go with that 1 touchdown. That 1 touchdown came on a drive where the Cougars happened to pick up a lot of their first downs.
Rodrigo hands the ball off. Breaking 3 and spinning out of a tackle is Austin Brown. And he is carrying a host of Wildcats with him before he is brought down at the 47-yard line.
And that kid's got a lot of heart on him. He's just keeping those feet moving and getting those yards. He's doesn't really have the size to him, but he's out there looking like Jerome Bettis for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Just bomb rushing through there, driving his bus right through those lanes, and looking quite good is Brown.
But there is a penalty marker. The referees are talking it over now. We'll see the call. Sideline warning, I believe. Yeah, I think it's a sideline warning against Del Campo as the referee is telling everybody to back up a little bit. And the fans not very happy with that. So it will be a first down. So it's a sideline warning on Del Campo, but again, only a warning, so they won't get penalized. It will be a first down from the 42. Rodrigo hands the ball off to Blumgold.
He's been quiet throughout tonight. The Whitney High Wildcats have been real good to keep Blumgold under wraps. I was looking up a lot of stats before this game, and I was expecting to say Blumgold a lot, and so far the only thing after the word Blumgold has been minimal gain.
Yeah, that one went back to the line of scrimmage, and that was it. So 2nd and 10, and you got to give credit to Whitney for game planning, obviously, to shut Blumgold down up to this point. Rodrigo Fires towards the sideline there, and incomplete.
Yeah, Rodrigo is really starting to get upset back there. You can see the frustration starting to mount from the kid. He's talking to all his receivers out there. He's going, "Come on, guys, you got to please help me out. You know, I'm making the plays extended. I'm giving you guys time to get open. I'm finding you guys with a good pass. You got to just keep those hands warm and make sure you can make those catches for me." So far, he's been looking pretty good. We just got to get these wide receivers to start making these catches, and I think these Cougars could start picking up some of these first downs.
Rodrigo will look to throw on third down. Fires over the middle. Has a man. Did he come up with it? That is the question, as Cam Purcell was there, and referee says, yes, he did make the catch.
I like the little touch throw by Rodrigo across the middle to number 10, Cam Purcell. So good play by the Cougars to pick up the first down. Doesn't look like Whitney High is very happy with the call of a catch on the field. Nonetheless, they are going to pick up the first down, are the Cougars. And they just moved, into the Wildcats territory.
20-7, Whitney has the lead, but Del Campo now inside Whitney territory at the 45. Handoff up the middle, breaking free, and a big pickup there from Austin Brown. And Austin Brown gets to the 26-yard line, so Brown's having a big game.
Yeah, he's having a huge game so far. Despite the stats, you don't even have to look at the stats, just the fact that he is constantly keeping this crowd into it and keeping his teammates alive on the field. He's basically the spark for this Cougar offense right now is Austin Brown.
So 1st and 10 from the Whitney 26-yard line. Ball is handed again to Brown, and Brown again has nice solid yards. On first down, he is brought down about a yard shy of the first down marker.
Yeah, looking here at the stats for the year from Del Campo, Austin Brown was coming into the game with 107 carries and 904 yards, averaging 9 yards per carry and 113 yards per game with 19 touchdowns on the year. So obviously they have a nice 1-2 punch in the backfield through the Cougars.
Again, Brown gets the carry, and this time Whitney is all over it, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. 2nd and 10. So we're approaching the 9-minute mark here in the second quarter. 20-7. Whitney has the lead, but Del Campo is driving. It'll be 3rd and a yard.
This is big for the Cougars here. They want to keep their defense off. They want to get points. They got down into the red zone, so they don't want to come out of here without any points.
3rd down, handoff, or a pitch over to Blum, or pitch over to the outside, and that's Hatfield, and Hatfield picks up the first down and pick up a 3. They fake the handoff up the middle, then an option play to Hatfield, and Hatfield picks up about 3.
Yeah, I want to point out, Andrew, I don't think he had the first down when he took that original hit on the outside. He lowered his head and just completely laid out the defender and was able to dive forward for the first down. So good after contact play by Hatfield.
Handoff, Blumgold on the misdirection play, and he is brought down inside the 10 at the 5-yard line. And that is by far Josh Blumgold's biggest gain of the night.
Yeah, it's definitely where they need him to start performing is in the red zone. If they can get the ball in the red zone, they need one of their star backs in the backfield to pick up the touchdown. Like I said before, they definitely don't want to get into the red zone against this Whitney High Wildcat defense and not put points on the board. So we're going to have a timeout here from Whitney.
That's their final timeout of the half.
Wow, that's a little curious there. 8 minutes, 11 seconds to go in the first half, and they are out of timeout. So definitely like to keep the words flowing on the sidelines through the coaches. Want to make sure they are constantly talking to their kids. But I'm a little curious as that early timeout. We'll see if they do that as well in the second half, use their timeouts early.
So timeout as Del Campo is driving. They'll have it as Whitney has a 27 lead.
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the PlayOn Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
So back here after the timeout. Del Campo will have it second down and about 2. And the ball will be spotted at about the 5. Pitch out to the far side to Blumgold. He'll make a man miss, and he'll be corralled and brought down about a yard shy of the first down. So it's going to be 3rd down and 1. The last time we saw this situation, they did the option play that picked up the first. And here they're going to have it 3rd and 1 again. So we'll see what Rodrigo will do here on 3rd down and about a yard. Brown, the ball carrier, breaks free, dragging a defender with them, and he is in the end zone. Touchdown. Del Campo has brought the game to within a score after they gave it to their running back who's been doing everything thus far in Austin Brown.
Yeah, coming into the game, I was expecting it to be Blumgold, but it's been all Austin Brown so far as the mascots and cheerleaders throw out a little bit of candy for the touchdown. I noticed that's what they do here at Del Campo High School. Anytime there's a touchdown, you get a little candy thrown into the crowd. Nonetheless, good play by Brown as the extra point goes through to make this a 14-20 game with 7 minutes, 33 seconds to go in the first half. But Del Campo answering back, trying to climb back into this game, only down 6 points now with an extra point missed by Whitney High. So that could come back.
You look at it and you would think that Whitney is dominating this ball game, but you look at the scoreboard and they're only up by 6.
Yeah, throughout the game, it's just hanging out and watching. If I couldn't see the scoreboard, I would tell you that Whitney is blowing them out, but nonetheless, it's a shootout here from Del Campo High School. Del Campo proving that they are not going to come in a higher seed and just lay down and let you come and run all over them on their home field. So trying to keep this within striking distance and now within 6 here late in the first half.
So Whitney will try to regain the momentum here after Del Campo has kind of taken it away. Whitney still leads 20-14, 7:33 left in the first half. Ball is kicked off. Having a hard time picking it up is Wilkinson. And he will be brought down at about the 18-yard line. So Wilkinson had a hard time fielding it, but is able to get it out close to the 20. And they'll have it 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line, and Whitney will try to extend their lead with this drive.
Yeah, I think he had a harder time when he met the ground there on that tackle. They brought him down hard on that one. Very nice play by the Cougars, starting to show a little bit of adrenaline on their side of the ball. So let's hopefully that they can pull that over into their defense and get their offense back out on the field and maybe tie this game up and maybe take even the lead here before halftime.
So 1st and 10. Romo hands the ball off, and not a lot of room there as he handed it off to Jordan Powell, and Powell picked up a couple. It'll be 2nd down and 8. So they're running their no huddle like they have done throughout this ball game and have been effective with it as we are at the 7-minute mark here. Romo looking to fire on 2nd and 8. Throws over the middle. Almost a one-handed catch. Went off of the back of the intended receiver and almost intercepted.
Wow. That's exactly what they teach you when you're a receiver, is to try to get your hand out there and grab that nose of the ball, and it'll kill it right in the air. It'll stall it, and that ball is stalled right on the back, and he just wasn't able to find it. It was a good attempt there by the receiver.
Yeah, Brunet was the intended receiver and almost made a spectacular catch, but then it almost turned into an interception, but falls to the ground, incomplete, and now we'll have a big 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, I almost had to do the da-na-na, da-na-na on that one.
Pump fake for Romo. Now he's going to go deep. Has a man wide open, incomplete, as it was underthrown, as he had Jordan Powell coming out from the backfield and was wide open, but the ball was underthrown.
Yeah, I don't know if you can underestimate wide open, but that was extremely open. He was about 10 yards with anybody around him. The ball was just underthrown. Big break for Del Campo because that was a blown coverage. He was extremely open downfield.
If they throw that on stride, that's a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, that's 7 points all day.
So Adrian Rocha will come in, and he will return the punt, and Del Campo will have a chance to take the lead here if they can get in the end zone and convert the extra point. Rocha will field it. The ball is stripped loose. Fight for the loose ball. Who has it? The official hasn't made a signal yet. Whitney is saying they have it. And it is Whitney football as Del Campo, a big blow to the Cougars there. They would have had great field position, but Rocha has it stripped away. And Whitney falls on it at midfield.
Yeah, I almost called it a gutsy return there by Rocha. And just before I could even start talking, he gets stripped of the ball. With the defenders that close and the ball bouncing, normally they teach you to just let that one go, and he's really upset with himself here on the sidelines.
Yeah, you feel for him. He ran off the field all by himself, kind of throwing his helmet down. The coaching staff had to attend to him, but a big defensive play as Wilkinson is only able to pick up a couple there, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that is about it. So Del Campo's defense doing a good job.
Yeah, one thing I do want to point out is I like the coaching here from Del Campo. They made sure they went over there and they talked to Rocha on the sideline. They told him, keep your head up. This game is not over. Come out there and make a play that'll change this game, and we'll forget about that last play.
Handoff, heading to the left side. And breaking free, Choicer picks up about 12. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 38.
Yeah, well, that kid, when he decides he wants a first down, he's going to get one no matter how many people you put in front of him. He just keeps lowering his head, and he's just bouncing off players left and right and continuously moving those feet, exactly what you want out of the backfield.
5:50 left here in the first half. Whitney driving. Romo under pressure. Now will just heave it deep. Into pressure, incomplete. As he threw it into, he had a man there, but a dangerous throw. As he threw that into coverage. And he was trying to find Andrew Husky downfield, but falls incomplete.
Yeah, I think that pass confused not only his wide receivers, but also the defensive backs there. As I've seen about 3 or 4 kids kind of just stop and look at the ball as it was flying over their heads. Nobody really expected the ball to go downfield on that play. But luckily for Whitney, the ball fell incomplete here, bringing up 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10, 5:43 left in the half. Whitney on top, 20-14. Handoff to Choicer. Choicer breaks out of one tackle and will be tripped up and gains about a yard. And brings up 3rd and 9, a big 3rd down here for Del Campo.
Yeah, so far I don't know if I've seen one guy by himself take down Choicer. They need 1 or 2 guys, sometimes even 3. They need 1 guy to slow his momentum down and then 2 to completely take him down. Choicer is just keeping those feet moving. He's looking like the workhorse out there.
Sutter Choicer, the senior running back, being looked at by Humboldt State, really is showing an interest in him, but has yet to decide. And the ball is picked off as Romo rolled out and is intercepted. And that was Preston Simkew who comes up with the interception, and Simkew read that perfectly.
Yeah, that looks straight out of the NFL on Sundays right there. How he read the quarterback's eyes, jumped the route, made a very nice catch. Just beautiful, exactly what the Cougars needed to get their spirits high again as they had that fumble on the kick return. So
yeah, Simkew read that perfectly, and like you said,
yeah, you don't get any better than that for a defensive back, especially out of the high school level.
And overcoming the turnover. So again, Del Campo will have a chance to possibly take the lead as Austin Brown gets the carry. And he picks up a nice pickup on 1st down, bringing up 2nd down and about 3. And Brown has been the player of the game thus far for Del Campo on the offensive side.
Yeah, I agree. The big 4-3 is definitely constantly moving the ball for Del Campo. He's out there just keeping, I say this too much probably, but I love when the running backs keep their feet moving and just keep driving for those extra yards.
So 2nd and 3. Del Campo looking to throw, and it's caught. And open green for Del Campo as Isaac Martinez will take it in.
Yeah, that was an excellent play by the Cougars. I want to point out number 20, Tyler Torres from Whitney High. He tried to make a break on that ball as the defender did for the Cougars on the last play. He just wasn't able to make the play, and he ended up leaving his wide receiver wide open after the catch was made with nothing but green field in front of him. And the Cougars going ahead and picked up that touchdown. And pending this extra point, could even go up and take the lead here for the first time of the game with late in this first half.
Isaac Martinez from 71 yards gets into the end zone. The extra point is up and no good. Back-to-back mixed extra points, and we're tied at 20.
Wow, those are two big extra points. But Whitney's definitely happy that those ones went outside of the uprights on that kick.
Yeah, 71-yard completion. And we are all knotted up at 20 apiece with 4:15 left here. And we mentioned it earlier. Whitney, if you were just to kind of listen to this game and not know what was going on as far as the score is concerned, Whitney really has kind of moved the ball and played great defensively, but Del Campo just doesn't go away.
Yeah, they're definitely out here proving that the home field advantage is an advantage, keeping the crowd into the game, and definitely getting their whole team probably back into the game after that one, tying the game. For the first time since the start of the game, they are actually not losing now. So
somebody must have grabbed in their pocket and started flailing around and feeling my hand.
First and 10. Or it will be first and 10 after this kick return as someone, lucky day, a fan came up to us and said $1 flew into his hand, and it must have came from up here. I wish money would fly into my hands a little bit more often. Ball is kicked off, and Whitney will field it. Crossing the 10 to the 20, 25, 30, and brought down at the 32-yard line is Wilkinson. And the good return there for Whitney with 4:09 remaining, and Whitney will try to retake the lead as we're all knotted up at 20 apiece.
Yeah, if I'm the Del Campo Cougars here, I want to buckle down and not give up anything. If you can get a stop here, you pretty much take Mr. Momentum and you throw him completely on your sideline going into halftime. As Whitney went up 14-0, and so far it's been 20-7 after those first two touchdowns. So
ball is handed off to Choicer, and Choicer has room, breaks out of a tackle and still dragging. And it will be brought down about a yard shy, and I think that's going to be the game plan because really Choicer hasn't been able to be stopped.
Yeah, I'm still sticking with the average of 3 kids per play to stop Choicer. That one, it took exactly 3. He broke off of 2 shoelace tackles, and luckily for the Cougars, they were able to finally bring him down. But he was able to pick up a lot of yards, 9 yards on that first down play.
It'll be 2nd and 1. Ball is handed off on the end around play. That's Giacomini who gets the carry there.
He will pick up the
about
first.
5.
Yeah, he will pick up the first down for the Wildcats. So that's definitely not what the Cougars wanted to do, was give up a first down. But still in the good enough field position to get a 3 down stop.
That was Giacomini's first carry of the game. Ooh! Handoff there to Wilkinson, and he took a hit. And I believe that was Simque again.
Yeah, Simque's out there proving that he's the leader of that defense. That was a hit right there. We've seen a couple big hits from Del Campo so far.
That will be on the highlight reel tomorrow, folks.
Yeah, definitely. That was a nice hit. They even stopped their first down.
that was a hit. There's no other way to put that, but that was a cold-blooded hit. Handoff, and Wilkinson gets the carry again, and this time he'll pick up the first down. And that's what I like about Wilkinson. He took the hit. But as soon as he got up, he went up to Simque and patted him on the head and ran back to the huddle and gets the ball again.
Yeah, definitely. The Wildcats have done that a couple times. I think the big hit, the first time Choicer took it, and he got up and ran it 30, 40 yards the very next play. So the Wildcats like to get hit, and they are proving it. We have a timeout here by Del Campo.
And Del Campo calls a timeout. So we're all knotted up at 20 apiece with 2:48 left in the first half. But Whitney is driving, looking to reclaim the lead here on PlayOn Sports.
All right, we'll go ahead and give you a little bit more updates here on the timeout. We have Elk Grove leading Ponderosa 14-0 with 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. Oh, no, excuse me, that's a halftime there. 14-0. Elk Grove leading Ponderosa. I got Willows leading East Nicholas 27-0. Folsom beating Atwater 28-12. Del Oro beating Yuba City 31-14. That game is looking like a shootout there. We got Modoc leading Colusa 29-8 with 3 minutes to go in the second quarter in that one. Sierra leading Rosemont 14-8. So a lot of close games so far here until I reach this one. Oakdale leading Pacheco 42-0 with a minute to go in the second quarter. Here's another good game between two locals, or well, not quite locals, but Vacaville against Roseville. Vacaville leading 21-14 with about a minute to go in the first half on that one. We have St. Mary's leading Tracy 20-6, and Ripon Christian leading Elliott Christian 21-7. So those are your local scores in the playoffs.
So 1st and 10 after the timeout from Del Campo. Ball is handed off, and a nice pickup on first down and brought down at about the 35. That was Wilkinson again. As Choicer hasn't been the guy back there, you got to wonder, is there some sort of issue with maybe his health, as Wilkinson has been getting a bulk of the carries here on this drive, as Wilkinson has done a great job with those carries. He picks up about 3 more here. Here comes Choicer coming back in.
Just trying to give him a little bit of a breather, maybe get some fresh legs in there with this 2-minute drive that they're trying to put together.
And Wilkinson definitely has done a good job in spelling Choicer here. So 3rd and a yard. Choicer gets the carry, and he is corralled in the backfield, or excuse me, that is Jordan Powell who gets the carry, and he's corralled in the backfield for a loss of about 5.
That was good penetration by the Del Campo defense on that one. They got in the backfield, took him down for a loss, bringing up a 4th and 6 or 4th and 7. So,
and you're at the 37-yard line, so it's kind of one of those choices you have to make. What do? Do you punt it?
If you ask me, I punt it here, but that's me.
Go to the locker room all tied up at 20, but they're going to go for it here with 1:23 remaining. Romo will look to fire on 4th down. He has nobody there. Incomplete. Good coverage by Del Campo. And that was incomplete, as Tyler Torres was the intended receiver, and now Del Campo will get it with good field position with 1:16 remaining.
Yeah, I like that. On both sides of the ball, we have 20 covering 20. So that's Isaac Martinez for Del Campo and Tyler Torres for Whitney. So Tyler Torres being a wide receiver / defensive back. Same with Isaac Martinez. So I like that they are both covering each other on both sides of the ball. We've seen a touchdown already by Isaac Martinez, and now he comes out and blankets the coverage on that one. So good play so far by Martinez.
So Del Campo will try to get on the board here before halftime and take the lead. Beautiful path and catch as Cam Purcell comes up with a second big catch, and he is brought down inside Whitney territory at the 40.
Yeah, that was the exact play that we've seen from Purcell the first time. A little touch pass right across the middle, and it has worked both times beautifully. That definitely is going to get a spark to the offense here for Del Campo with about a minute to go here in the first half, trying to get a touchdown to go into halftime leading.
Under a minute to go, 58 seconds. Handoff on the end arounds. And making a man miss. And heading towards the end zone is Del Campo.
That was Devontae Munoz on the carry.
A 40-yard run.
Very nice carry on the end around. It looked like he might have been brought down in the backfield. He ended up making the defender miss, and he turned on that Jets and proved that eating jet fuel for breakfast came in handy this morning, because he had some serious speed there on the outside, made the rest of the Whitney High Wildcats miss and took it in for 6 points. That's going to give the Del Campo Cougars their first lead of the ball game, and going to be looking like they're going to take Mr. Momentum into halftime. So
yeah, Munoz from 40 yards out, and the extra point this time is up and good. So 27-20 with 45 seconds left. Del Campo has definitely taken the momentum in this one.
Yeah, what a turnaround. So like we were saying throughout this game, just watching it, it looks like Whitney was dominating. But so far, or since we started saying that, it's been a slow turnaround for Del Campo. Whitney came out, got 14 points unanswered right off the bat, and since then it has been 27 to 6 points scored. So Del Campo is obviously proving that those 2 early touchdowns were not enough to hold them down, and they are barring some miraculous plays with no timeouts and only 45 seconds to go. It looks like Del Campo is going to take the lead into halftime.
You got to think, I don't know if it would have made a difference with how easy they went down the field, but punting it instead of going for it there and trying to pin them deep. But Whitney decided to go for it and came up short. Del Campo capitalizes, taking a 27-20 lead with 45 seconds left, and we'll see if Whitney is able to do anything here with the 45 seconds.
Oh, it's a little squib.
Oh, like an onside attempt, and did Del Campo recover it?
And that went 10 yards, too. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know if that was intended to be an onside or just try to squib it, and he kicked it like that on accident, but that's kind of a risky move.
It definitely looked like it went 10 yards, though. I think that's what they're discussing here in the middle.
Referees are talking about it.
Oh, they're going to get an illegal touch.
Oh, that's huge because Del Campo would have had it at the midfield.
They're saying it didn't go 10 yards, so.
And the officials are getting a loud boo here. I'm sure you folks at home can hear.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with the boos as we have the bird's eye view up here as the referees were on the field. I'm going to say that went 10 yards as I'm seeing the spot that they're giving, and that ball was not touched until about the 50-yard line. So I think they got a bad spot. Nonetheless, good field position for Whitney High. So
now Whitney will have a chance to answer. And I don't know if that was intentional to do that. I think he was just trying to squib it, and he just hit it wrong.
Yep.
And it just kind of went like an onside kick because that's a dangerous play for that very reason. Now you give it to Whitney at the 50. Ball is handed off and nowhere to go. Del Campo has made some adjustments defensively. As Choicer is coming up gimpy as he got back to the line of scrimmage, but he's hobbling off to the sideline.
That's not a good sign for the Wildcats.
Clock running, and they're in no hurry here with only 20 seconds left. Remember, they have no timeouts. So now only 17 seconds left. Romo under pressure, and Romo goes down. Del Campo has made the adjustments.
Yeah, they're doing exactly what they need to do on defense with J.J. Tufu bringing him down on the sack there for the Cougars.
And that will do it for the first half. Del Campo shakes off a shaky start, and they now have a 27 to 20 lead going into the locker room. We'll step aside. We'll come back with the second half here in just a bit on PlayOnSports.com.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot.
3:16 left to go in this ball game. I formation, 3rd and 3 from the 45 of the Wolverines. And this time, holy cow! Dion almost hands it to the Westview player. He's going to run this to the 5-10. Touchdown, Wolverines! How did that happen? That was
Snyder.
Holy cow! He was in the backfield before the running back could even get the handoff. He took the handoff from Dion.
He took the ball right out of Dion's hands and just
holy cow!
Can't say I've seen that one very often.
Snyder comes shooting in from the A-gap. I think Dion froze when he saw him. He's ready to hand off to his running back. He froze when he saw him and just let him have the ball. 12 seconds to go.
Oh, you could hear a pin drop.
5, 4, 3, 2. Get the snap off. Last play of the game. Brewster rolls right. Gets away from 2 sacks. Dons win. Sack at the 20-yard line. What a game.
And number 40, Lucas Zinder, with the game-saving sack. And there is heartbreak on one sideline and a jubilation on another.
Offset eye for the Grizzlies as Keeney takes it under center. They'll send a man in motion, pitch back to Bird on the sweep. Bird finds a seam. He might go, folks. 20, 15, 10. Drags a tackler. Touchdown! Bird goes 38 yards for the touchdown on the sweep. One more snap is all it's going to take. And there you have it, folks. Your 2011 Division I Sac-Joaquin section champions, the Granite Bay Grizzlies, as they defeat Pleasant Grove 30-24.
Jacqueline Williamson. Her serve is over. Dug by Holt. Giblin going back to Holt near side. Cut shot. Kept alive. Back in one by Cathedral. And this one is out as Castanon Hill sends it wide. And the Cathedral Dons have won the title 16-14 in Game 5.
Thomas with the ball, swings it out to Norris. Cameron Taylor tried to block that one away. Norris with a strong take, blocked by B.J. Anya. Huge block. Robinson leading the break the other way, gets it to Grant. Slam dunk Jeremy Grant off the feed from James Robinson. What a play by the Stag.
Runner at third is Chavez. 8-2 the score. Bottom of the seventh. The 1-2. Popped in the air. This should do it. Cortopassi says it's mine. Now he's fading on it. And he can't make the catch, but Gaff comes in from center field and does. Congratulations to the St. Mary's Rams, a three-peat. They win it 8-2 against Franklin to take the series 2-0.
But this is time to run an offensive set that you've done all through the season in practice.
Yeah. And you also, you get it to your hottest player right now, just like they're getting into Eichhorst right here. He's going to try to create some space, find somebody on the backside that's open.
Eichhorst flush out to the right. Oh, breaks free of a player. Eichhorst on his own, shoots and scores, bounces a shot home. Kuz can't handle the shot. Eichhorst takes off the shirt and the helmet. And how about that? Alex called it. Eichhorst, after sustaining the injury in the third quarter of play, has scored the game winner with 22 seconds gone in the overtime period. Dogpile on the field. Marin Academy take it. A fantastic finish to this game. And, well, I hope his other ankle isn't hurting after this.
Hancock to his immediate left. Two receivers far side, one near side. Hancock on a counter, right side. He's inside the 10. He bounces off a tackler at the 10. The 5. Touchdown, Helix. And behind Hancock, the field is littered with white jerseys on the turf.
Wow. Hancock not to be outdone by his fellow playmakers on offense. Put on a show on that short 12-yard touchdown run. Looked like he was down after 3 yards, just threw a defender on the ground.
As sophomore Chris Carter sits under center. In their tight wing formation, Lycos in motion. Second back through is Freeman. Freeman just knocking people over. Look at him run, breaks through, 4 tackles, and now it's just a foot race to the end zone. And Freeman's going to go the distance. Touchdown Imperial on the first play of the second half. 2nd and 6 for Imperial from their own 47. They're going to give it to Freeman again off the left side. And Freeman gets by one wave and down across the 40-yard line. Still on his feet. Look at him run down to the 20-yard line. One man to beat. Gets by him. Touchdown, Freeman. How did he do that? Holy cow. 64-yard touchdown run. His 5th of the game. Royce Freeman, ladies and gentlemen, you're about to see the top rushing and the as I look over to our partners at KXO Radio, the top rusher in the San Diego section for the next 2 years.
That's just amazing. That is just amazing. They hit him in the backfield. They hit him at the line of scrimmage. They hit him a couple of yards downfield. They hit him again near the goal line.
Keep those Lowell fans quiet over there.
Tom sets it up for Pang. Long, it's out. Low, a magnificent 7 titles in the San Francisco section in dramatic style as they pull out a fantastic victory over a spirited Galileo Lions team. They win the 4th game, 31-29. And they take the 2012 Academic Athletic Association San Francisco section title.
Officials say no 5-second count can be started. Nobody was close enough defensively. Lyle's going to swing left side Robinson. Here is a backdoor lob for Grant. They've been wanting that all game. And they got it, 50-42. They lulled you to sleep, and then they hit Grant on the back door.
They trail by 2. McMorrow's kick is on the way, and it is good. St. Augustine has their first lead of the game, 21-20, with 25 seconds to play. The senior McMorrow with a huge kick, not the longest of his career, but the biggest of his career. St. Augustine leads it 21-20.
Already lining up. They won't even have to run that one more play. They just acquiesce.
Why bother?
So there you have it. Your 5-time defending Division III champions, the Cathedral Catholic Dons, running up over and through Olympian 41-0 here from Qualcomm Stadium.
Patriots down 21-17. Great ball game here. Dillon taking it, looking right, throwing it up top to Gaines. It will be caught by Gaines. Oh my goodness. It looked like the defender had it, but Gaines stole it away from him. Jason Gaines, are you kidding me, my friend? Oh boy. It looked like for sure we had an interception by the Tories, but as they both were going to the ground, Jason Gaines just wrestled it away from him. Shane Dillon to Jason Gaines on an 11-yard play.
Fanchen in the game, now out, replaced by Hayashi, the libero for defense. Wenzel serve, championship point, ball up in the air. Hayashi's going to bring it back. Richards, deep one, over and 3. Free opportunity, look for Wallace, no, they go Becker. Hayashi, then tap over and 2 by Hollingsworth. Now look for Wallace for the match.
Kathleen Wallace, no better way for the Bulls to finish it than giving it to their senior leader.
25-12, 25-15, and with 8 straight points to close out their 3rd straight D5 championship on a kill by Kathleen Wallace, 25-21 in Game 3. Branson has won the D5 title.
To the backfield, it's Hernandez and Northcutt. Set to throw is Thomas, has time, goes for the home run. It's intercepted in the end zone. Seemed like they tried to go to Martin, and Martin slipped. Stockton, Hillmore, and Escalon. That's going to do it, folks. Victory formation, take a kneel. The clock comes out. The clock will tick down. The players jumping up at midfield. I think I see a Gatorade. Did we have a Gatorade shower?
We most certainly did. Casey Taylor getting the shower there. Very much deserved.
Down to 12.
Great tackle there by Ronald Williams there to make the stop for Helix.
And the Helix fans are starting to celebrate here. This is going to be the final play. 5 seconds. Pow will hand it off. And they're going to get in the end zone. Touchdown. That's Keegan who gets in, but that's going to be the end of the ball game. 44-6 will be the score. So Oceanside scores on the final play of the ball game.
And gets a consolation prize just to make this is kind of say that, hey, we didn't get shut out.
So 44-6 is your score. And Helix is celebrating on the sideline. Oceanside streak of 7 straight championship games has been ended.
2 minutes and 5 seconds left on the clock. Clock rolling, 3rd down and 15 for the Patriots. Dillon, he's got time, steps up. He's going to chuck it deep. He's got a man open. Seth Collins with a diving catch. He hauls it in at the 25. Oh, my goodness.
I'll tell you right there. Dillon goes to show why he is a Division I prospect as he's able to step up, elude the pressure, see Collins down the field, and make the connection as I'll tell you right now, there has not been a bigger catch for Seth Collins this entire season.
Fans nervously wait on the far side. Trips right. Vernon, the lone receiver to the left. Troy Zine rolls right. Here we go. And he's going to be... Oh, he gets away, but can't get away from the second slew. Vacaville takes over on downs, and the crowd erupts. So does the sideline. Got to watch it. Got to watch the sideline here.
Yeah,
Remember,
really
they were up
stepped
35-26. 2 unanswered touchdowns. That's going to do it, folks. Your 2011 Division II Sac-Joaquin Section champions, the Vacaville Bulldogs. They win 39-35 in a classic.
Although they have no timeouts, they'll get the ball on the sideline, try to set something up. They can get a couple dribbles and a shot.
And I tell you what, that was a gutsy call there by Coach Aguiar. Oh, what a shot! I tell you what, Javier Kirksey, from well beyond the three-point mark, takes the inbound pass, throws it up off the glass, and nails a three. And you've got the finish to this Cinderella story as the Ridgeview Wolfpack win the Division III boys title 43-40. And what
Caroline Martin to serve. Ken is third time the charm for Palo Alto. Martin over, dug by Irvin. Lauren, backside, Bedard Ghani, long, and that's the ball game. And Palo Alto comes from behind. They were down 13-8 in game 5. They win it 17-15.
Koenig, who will continue to play baseball at the next level. He is going to Central Arizona. About 45 minutes outside Phoenix and Coolidge.
This pitch is hit in the 5-5 hole. Nice grab and throw over to first base. Ori Wofford. Full extension dive to his right and gets Tillinghast by a step.
3-point game.
Down to 5 seconds. Wilson from straight away fires a three. Go! And that will send it to overtime as Wilson drains the three at the buzzer.
Straight on look, and he got it for that big bucket.
Jones, long outlet. January's got an opening. January with the left hand.
Can't leave him in a lane like that to the basket. He'll put it right through it. And that's what he did that time with the strong dunk.
He brought the house down with that one.
Now 2nd and 13 for the Dons from their own 24-yard line. Bogart's three-step drop now flushed out. He's rolling to his right. Looking downfield, lofts it to Hines. Hines with an amazing grab. Did he get that in bounds? He's still in bounds, running by himself to the 10-5 touchdown. Wow. Unbelievable catch. An Olympian defense thought he was out of bounds, and they just stopped playing. And Hines, with a headsy play, just sprints the other 30 yards into the end zone. And the Dons now extend their lead, 13-0.
Jumper right at the elbow for Peters.
White with
Here
the
we
dish
go.
to Gordon. Phi Slamma-jamma.
I don't even think Valley Center will have to snap the football. They will not. Santana puts on a rush at the end. They travel 91 yards to make it a one-possession game. They try the onside kick. They almost executed it, but a Gatorade bath for the offensive coordinator for Valley Center. Congratulations to Coach Gilster and his staff. Valley Center is your winner in Division IV, 20-14 over
the 7th inning.
Unbelievable here with 2 outs. Probably our 25th full count of the day. Of course, it's going to be the pressure pitch here with 2 outs in the final inning.
Here it comes, full count. York delivers, pitches, swung on, grounded back to the mound. Will they go home? He fires down to first. It's scooped out. Did he get him? He did. Acalanes are the Division III champions of 2012. And what a game. And Johnny York is able to field the comebacker and fire down to Spencer Henderson in time to get Jonathan Wachtel for the 3rd out in the bottom of the 7th inning. Dog pile right in front of the pitcher's mound. And Acalanes take a 4-0 victory over Tampa Pius, and what a game, Tom.
Maybe they just got to practice for their celebration.
Yeah, well, let's see if they can do it twice.
Oh, good serve.
They got to get their head in the
Kemp.
game.
Oh, what a save there by Fleet. Ooh.
It's
Is that
four. And there's your championship.
There it is.
And this time, champion Christian.
A little less
so.
enthusiastic.
Well, this time they looked at the officials to make sure before they went to celebrate. And that'll just about do it. Here's Wilson, though. He's going to put up a three, no good. Boy, if they did a couple of those, that might have made things a little interesting here in the last few seconds. But instead, the Stags are going to win it 74-64. DeMatha is your national division.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot at
.316 left to go in this ball game. I formation, 3rd and 3 from the 45 of the Wolverines. And this time, holy cow! Dion almost hands it to the Westview player. He's going to run this to the 5-10. Touchdown, Wolverines! How did that happen? That was
Snyder.
Holy cow! He was in the backfield before the running back could even get the handoff. He took the handoff from
He
Dion.
took the ball right out of Dion's hands and just
holy cow!
Can't say I've seen that one very often.
Snyder comes shooting in from the A-gap. I think Dion froze when he saw him. He's ready to hand off to his running back. He froze when he saw him and just let him have the ball. 12 seconds to go.
Oh, you could hear a pin drop.
5, 4, 3, 2. Get the snap off. Last play of the game. Brewster rolls right. Gets away from 2 sacks. Dons wins. Sack at the 20-yard line. What a game.
And number 40, Lucas Zinder with the game-saving sack. And there is heartbreak on one sideline and a jubilation on another.
Offset eye for the Grizzlies as Keeney takes it under center. They'll send a man in motion, pitch back to Bird on the sweep. Bird finds a seam. He might go, folks. 20, 15, 10. Drags a tackler. Touchdown! Bird goes 38 yards for the touchdown on the sweep. One more snap is all it's going to take. And there you have it, folks. Your 2011 Division I Sac-Joaquin section champions, the Granite Bay Grizzlies, as they defeat Pleasant Grove 30-24.
Jacqueline Williamson. Her serve is over. Dug by Holt. Giblin going back to Holt near side. Cut shot. Kept alive. Back in one by Cathedral. And this one is out as Castanon Hill sends it wide. And the Cathedral Dons have won the title 16-14 in Game 5.
Thomas with the ball, swings it out to Norris. Cameron Taylor tried to block that one away. Norris with a strong take, blocked by B.J. Anya. Huge block. Robinson leading the break the other way, gets it to Grant. Slam dunk Jeremy Grant off the feed from James Robinson. What a play by the Stags.
Runner at third is Chavez. 8-2 the score. Bottom of the 7th. The 1-2. Popped in the air. This should do it. Cortopassi says it's mine. Now he's fading on it. And he can't make the catch, but Gaff.
Welcome back to PlayOnSports.com as we are moments away from the start of the third quarter here in the round 1 playoff game between Whitney and Del Campo in a very cold and now wet night. This round 1 playoff game. Del Norte has a 27-20 lead. They were really outplayed in the first quarter, but it's been all Del Campo since then, and they now have a 7-point lead.
Yeah, they gave up 14 points right off the bat and found a way to go ahead and only give up 6 after that and found a way to score 27 points themselves. So giving up 2 early touchdowns and then pretty much buckling down and figuring out what they did wrong to give up those touchdowns. And then they put up 27 points and only gave up 6 more since then. So Del Campo is doing exactly what they want to do here at home. They made their adjustments early. Let's see if Whitney makes the adjustments at halftime to counteract what Del Campo has already adjusted to. So this second half should be quite interesting.
Yeah, definitely. You said it right there. Coaching adjustments really the story, because the first couple minutes looked like Whitney was going to run away with this, as Del Campo was unable to stop the Whitney running game. But adjustments were made, and all of a sudden it's the opposite now, where Del Campo has been the team that has been tough to stop. So we have another half left to see who will play the winner of Elk Grove and Ponderosa. And I believe you said Elk Grove had a 14-0 lead the last update we had.
Yeah, I can look that up again. Give me 1 second since we got some time
and
here.
I believe that game would be at Elk Grove, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they were the number one seed.
I don't think they were number one. They were a higher seed.
Yeah.
But they were playing over, they have a home game today. So Whitney will start the second half with the football. And they'll have a chance to try to get some momentum back and tie this football game up, as we are just a few moments away as the teams are getting their final instruction. And Jason, you're over there trying to get the updates from our friends at Max Preps.
Yeah, it's a little chilly out here.
I don't think your updates want to work.
No, the electronics are not liking the temperature.
All right, so we'll see what Whitney can do.
So it's Elk Grove leading Ponderosa 14-0 at the start of the fourth quarter.
So it looks like there's still a whole quarter left there, but Elk Grove putting up a shutout through that game. And we are just about set as Del Campo will kick this one away, and it will be fielded by Whitney at the 5. Crossing the 20, 25-30, and out to the 37-yard line. A nice return brought out by, that looks like Josh Gallifin, and Whitney will have great field position to start the second half. Excuse me, that's Devontae Munoz, who had the tackle, and Gallifin with the return.
Well, it's good to see Choicer back out there for the Wildcats, so obviously his injury was not that bad.
Choicer gets the carry there, and he picks up a couple. So the huge holes that Choicer had in that first quarter are not big at all anymore, as he is running into a host of Del Campo defenders every time he touches it.
Oh, man, maybe his injury wasn't that good as he's hobbling off again right now. He's definitely in pain.
You know he wanted to give it a go. He's a senior, and he's the leading rusher, and he's not able to make it to the sideline as he kind of falls off being attended to. So that's not a good sign if you're a Whitney Wildcat fan.
Yeah, definitely unfortunate for the Wildcats, as he is a big spark in the backfield for the Wildcats. So it's definitely, hopefully, not too bad of an injury, seeing as he is a senior with definitely hopes for the college or collegiate level. So hopefully his injury isn't too bad.
Yeah, talking with the assistant coach down before the game, as I mentioned earlier, Humboldt State showing a lot of interest in him, wanting to come up there and play. I'm sure they have a representative somewhere in the stands here tonight. And he's still being attended to as he tried to make it to the sideline but fell halfway off, and now he's able to get off on his own power and hobble back to the sideline. So he ran off or gave it a little bit of a jog, so we'll see if he's able to come back in.
It's almost like cramps. Maybe it's just too cold and his body's cramping up, because he definitely did not look hobbled at all when he ran off there when he got back up. So hopefully that's definitely a minor injury, maybe even just a cramp.
So second down, and Romo will look to fire, makes the completion, and inside Del Campo territory on that little drop-off pass.
That was Jordan Powell on the reception for the Wildcats. He was able to get himself open, made the reception, and picked up the first down. So good play by the Wildcats here. After Choicer goes off with an injury, they pick up a first down through the air. So obviously not feeling it too much now with their star running back out.
Handoff to Wilkinson, who is taking over, and Wilkinson gets a yard, maybe two. About a yard and a half. It's going to bring up second down. We'll just call it 9. as we are at the 10-minute and 57-minute mark, just underway here in the second half. 27-20, Del Campo. I keep saying Del Norte. I've covered his school numerous times back in San Diego area called Del Norte. Del Campo has the lead over Whitney, 27-20. Handoff over to Powell. Ball pops loose, but I believe the ground caused that.
Yeah, it looked like he almost had enough to pick up the first down. He's going to be just a little bit short, so that's going to bring up about a 3rd and 1. So about third and 1.5, we'll call it, since the announcer said 2 and I said 1. We'll
right
split it. Yeah. So hopefully the Cougars can get this stop here and keep momentum on their side.
Handoff up the middle, Wilkinson, and he has the first down and more, as he is brought down at the 27-yard line. A nice pickup for Whitney. And so Whitney looks like made some adjustments at the halftime break and is able to move the football like they did to start this football game. Another handoff on the draw play, and nowhere, as Wilkinson is hit as he got the draw play, got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
That was Cisneros and Gonzalez combined on the tackle for the Cougars. Man, it's cold. The brain is starting to shut down up here.
2nd down and 10. 9:41 left here in the third, as Whitney is looking to hopefully tie this up. Driving down. Romo under pressure. He'll tuck it and run. He'll just slide down, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. So Del Campo's defense does a good job. Makes it 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, that was a good play by the Cougars. They got in the backfield and brought him down. That was number, well, I don't even have him on my roster, I don't think. That's not good. Nonetheless, good play by the Cougars.
So 3rd down, and Romo will look to throw. Under pressure, throws incomplete, and he really had nowhere to go with that. Wilkinson was the intended receiver, but even if Wilkinson comes up with that, it's going to be a big loss, as he was draped with defenders, and that's going to bring up 4th down and 10.
Yeah, the Cougars got excellent penetration on that play. They were all in the backfield. Looked like it could have been a possible screen pass to the right, but they were just so quick to the ball and swarming all over that defensive play that it just nothing was able to be happen for the Wildcats. So it brings up a 4th down. Looks like they're going to be going for it here on a 4th and 12.
Yeah, it's kind of no man's land at this point. You're at the 28-yard line, and Romo under pressure. Goes deep, and it looked like there may have been some defensive holding there, but no call. And Del Campo's defense does a great job, and they'll get the ball back. So they bend, but they don't break as they allow a big drive, but the defense does a good job keeping Whitney off the board.
Yeah, that was Mike Hatfield on the coverage there. He just pretty good coverage, if you ask me. He was able to turn around and locate the ball, and I think that's why he didn't get the flag.
Exactly.
Once you're a defender and you can turn around and locate the ball, they're going to give you the shadow of a doubt that you're going for the ball on that play. So good coverage by Hatfield. Gets the Cougars back on the field on offense and see if they can't put some more points up to take a big lead or a bigger lead here to start the second half.
Del Campo get the ball their first possession here in the second half. Screen pass will go for a loss of a couple, as that was out to, I believe, Isaac Martinez. Yeah, Martinez will lose 2, and it brings up 2nd down and 12 for Del Campo. Clock rolling, 8:30 left here in the third.
Oh, man.
So 2nd and 12, as Derek Rodigo is doing a good job under center tonight here for the Cougars. And Rodigo, as I say that, gets brought down for a sack.
Yeah, that was Brunet in the backfield for the sack. He's a big boy.
Yeah, Brunet.
So, yeah, you can't do much with big Brunet coming after you. Let's see if they have what he's listed here.
A loss of 7 yards on the sack.
So yeah, that's 6'3", 235
pounds.
Yeah,
that's a big boy coming at you.
That's a big boy, definitely. Good choice just to go down and don't risk a fumble on that play. So 3rd and 12 here for the Cougars.
It'll be longer than that. It's going to be third down and about 17. And Rodrigo will just tuck it and run, and he'll be brought down near the original line of scrimmage, and it'll bring up fourth down and 10. Excuse me, that was Austin Brown on the draw play. And he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and bring it fourth and 10. And Whitney's defense does a good job, and they'll get the ball back, forcing a punting situation. And that's Tyler Torres, who will come in and return the punt. He'll stand at about his own 40. High kick. Torres runs back and will field it on the bounce at the 20. Makes a man miss. Makes another man miss. And a flag comes flying out, and he'll be brought down at about the 31. But you got to think this is going to be a hold, and that will negate that return.
It's actually going to be a block in the back. I happen to see it, and you see a lot of the Del Campo coaches begging for that penalty. And I'm almost positive that they are the reason that penalty got called, as that flag flew in a little bit late. Nonetheless, it was back in the range of the block in the back that I happened to see. So, no, they're actually going to call it on the Cougars.
Oh,
so
wow.
I'm wrong.
And that's, you can hear the boos here. I didn't see it.
I definitely didn't see that. I did see a big block in the back that I thought was going to be called. But, man, that's an unlucky break for the Cougars, as that gives the ball, gives the Whitney Wildcats fairly nice field position on their own 36-yard line.
Only a 5-yard face mask penalty. Bring it to the 36. Hand off to Wilkinson. And he is, again, corralled in the backfield and brought down at the line of scrimmage. So that draw play that was working throughout the first half is not working now.
Yeah, definitely. Both teams went into the locker room at halftime and have made the good adjustments. And both teams have came out here, and it's been so far a defensive battle in this second half. So the right exact movements and changes that they needed to do at halftime.
Wilkinson again, the ball carrier, and this time he picks up a few, maybe about 3. And he'll bring up third down and a long 7. And about 6 minutes remaining. So still plenty of time, but coming to the point in the game where you got to start being aware of the clock. I know obviously you got a quarter and a half here, but at this pace, you got to be aware of how much time you have remaining. Romo pump fakes, goes deep, and overthrows his intended receiver. Had a step, but Romo just threw it out of the reach of Cody Moffitt. And it brings up fourth down, and the defenses have come to play here in the second half.
Yeah, definitely not what we expected to see coming out of the locker rooms at halftime is a defensive battle, especially with 47 points scored between both teams in the first half. So we kind of expected a little bit more of a shootout here to start the second half, but nonetheless, both defenses are playing fairly nice, keeping the opposing offenses at bay.
And Rocha back to return. He's just going to let it bounce, and it takes a Whitney bounce and will stop at the 26-yard line, and that is where Del Campo will start their drive. From their own 26, they have a 27-20 lead with 5:36 remaining here in the third quarter on PlayOnSports.com.
Yeah, one thing I want to point out, I know I'm probably supposed to be doing a live read here, but I wanted to throw that out before I forget. Rocha, he was the guy returning that kick. He made a bad play earlier. He took a bouncing ball with defenders close to him and ended up fumbling it, and obviously learned from his mistake and let that one go by him. And as he comes to the sidelines, he's getting met by a lot of coaches telling him that's exactly what he needs to do. So good play by Rocha, learning from his mistakes and not letting it get to him and fixing what he did wrong.
So Rodrigo under center. Handoff. And that is going to Austin Brown, who will pick up a few, and it brings up second down and 8.
Oh, wow. Oakdale is just destroying Pacheco 56-0 with 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. That is a blowout there. Vacaville's leading Rio Linda 28-14 with 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. I'll give you a couple more scores here after this play.
So second down and 8. Rodrigo will throw over the middle, has a man wide open. That's Martinez, and Martinez is brought down inside Whitney territory at the 40, 1 yard line. So again, that play over the middle, that seam play, has really been destroying Whitney.
Yeah, Martinez has gotten a couple of long ones across the middle, and he's been their deep threat so far for the Cougars, and is looking fairly nice. That wind is starting to pick up.
4:47 left here in the third. Fake handoff and pitched out to Blumgold, and he is wrapped up after he picks up solid yards on first down, picks up about 5, but again, Blumgold has been, for the most part, silent, but that's because Austin Brown has been doing all the work.
Yeah, what a play call, though. I really liked it. It was a good little option play. If it wasn't for number 24 of the defense, Josh Gallifin, that play could have went for a bunch of yards. So just to keep you a little bit updated on this game, we got Elk Grove leading Ponderosa still 14-0 to start the fourth quarter. So it's still a pretty close game there.
Austin Brown gets the carry again, breaks out of a tackle, and finally wrestled out of bounds. And he'll be just shy. A flag comes flying in late. It would have been short of the first down by about a yard, but we'll check out this penalty. We'll see who they called that on as.
I should have wore extra socks.
Yeah.
It is cold up here.
You got to think this is going to be an unsportsmanlike penalty because the penalty flag came flying out way after the play was done, and there it is. And it's going against the defense of Whitney, and so it will be a first down, tack on 15 more yards.
Yeah, that definitely helps the Cougars out a lot right there. Gets them, I think that's going to do it right about inside the red zone, so right outside the red zone. No, he is going to continue to walk, so he's going to be about the 16-yard line. So the Cougars moving into the red zone, trying to go up 14 points here with 4 minutes to go in the in the third quarter.
So 1st and 10. Brown, the ball carrier. Brown picks up a couple. 2nd down and 8. 3:53 left here in the third. 27-20. Del Campo has the lead, and they're looking to extend that lead here as we are approaching the end of the third quarter. So an extra score here might make things awfully tough on Whitney.
Man, what a turnaround, Andrew. Coming out here, I thought Whitney was just going to blow them out. They got 14 quick points, and ever since then, it's been all Del Campo.
Brown again, the ball carrier on the left side, has about a 5-yard pickup, brings up 3rd down and a long 2. Brown has been unstoppable. He has impressed me here tonight.
Yeah, I agree. If it's not for Austin Brown, the Del Campo Cougars are not into this game as much as they are, and definitely aren't leading, as he's already gotten 2 big runs on the ground for touchdowns.
And the handoff again to Brown. Rodrigo keeps it himself. Check that.
Man, and he really does remind me of Tim Tebow back there. He looks a lot like Tebow. I wouldn't be surprised if he could keep it up looking like this, if he doesn't get recruited by like a Florida State or something, Florida, put him in a Gators uniform and see if he can't be like Tim Tebow.
Yeah, Rodrigo picks up the first down. He'll have a 1st down and goal. Handoff on the left side, chugging towards the end zone and in. Blumgold gets in for his first score of the night, and Del Campo has extended their lead to 33-20 with 2:44 left here in the third.
This is bad news for the Whitney Wildcats, if you ask me. You got Del Campo leading now by 2 scores with all the momentum and at home. The Wildcats just not looking like they did in the first 2 possessions of this game. So I'm going to give my hats off to Del Campo here, who could have easily been down and out after giving up 14 quick points, and they have just been nonstop pouring it on ever since then. So hats off to Del Campo Cougars.
Panachek kicks the extra point up and in, 34-20, 2:44 left in the third, and we still have a quarter and 2:44 left, but when you're a running team like Whitney and you've kind of been held in check since that first quarter, you really got to make some adjustments to make it quick here.
PlayOn Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at PlayOn Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games at YouTube, at youtube.com/PlayOn Network. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
I'm Andrew Jensen alongside Jason Patterson here at Del Campo High in Fair Oaks, California, just outside of Sacramento. And a very cold night here up on top of the press box. I'm scared to look at the thermometer or temperature. It's probably in the high 30s, I would guess, at this point.
Yeah, I feel bad.
The wind chill is probably making it even worse.
Yeah, I feel bad for you coming from San Diego. I'm at least from Sacramento, so this isn't too bad, but definitely chilly out here. Makes for a nice evening for football.
Wilkinson will let it roll into the end zone. It'll be a touchback, and so the Wildcats will start from the 20. And they're really going to have to make a move here as time is becoming a factor as they trail by 20, and they really have struggled passing the football today.
Yeah, if they want to go on and play Elk Grove in the next round, I'm going to go ahead and just say Elk Grove's going to keep that game at bay as they're up 14-0 to start the fourth quarter. But still, Whitney's going to have to get something going here. You're only down 14 points, so you're not completely out of this game yet. They need to wake up and get some offensive first downs and get some points on the board.
So here we go, coming off the score, handoff towards the left side, a pickup of 3 for Powell. Brings up 2nd down and 7, and the clock moving. Again, they're going to have to show some urgency here. Give them a favorable spot. They're going to call that 2nd and 6. Romo will look to throw and completes it. It'll be a first down. As one of the few completions so far as Moffitt makes the completion, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Whitney at the 36.
That was a good completion a good reception by Moffitt. The ball was a little bit high. He was just able to pluck that right out of the air and bring it down for a first down.
Handoff on the draw play. And nowhere to go. Pickup of, they're going to say his forward progress picked up about 3. Was that Choicer? Choicer is back in. Yeah, that's good news if you're a Whitney fan.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see it from where you guys are at on your screen, but he has his whole left leg taped up. So just a little bit of tape, and he's back out there.
You can tell he doesn't want to go out without a fight, the senior. As Romo completes that one over to gets that over to Giacomini, and it'll bring up 3rd down and about a yard.
Yeah, Semke does not play around when he comes out there. He's ready to hit people. He's out there looking like Ed Reed in the backfield playing the safety position. He is laying hits on people.
And he has an interception already. He is the player back there.
Yeah, definitely a defensive stud out there is Semke.
Yeah, he looks like a big safety as well. They have him listed, don't have his weight, but it looks like Whitney will have enough for the first down there on that 3rd down and short play.
Yeah, I'm looking at the little bit of info we do have on Semke, and he is a sophomore. So the kid's out there proving himself on the varsity team as a sophomore and looking good if you ask me.
Yeah, and they're going to say he is just short. They're going to do a measurement here. So this is a big measurement. It can be either a first down or 4th down in inches. But going back to Semke, the safety, only a sophomore, you figure he's only going to get bigger, stronger, and better. That's a big recruit there.
Yeah, I agree. He's looking real good as a sophomore. So he's, 15, 16 years old out there.
We've seen him with an interception already and a couple hard hits.
He's looking definitely like the defensive captain out there. As a sophomore, that's definitely what you want here in the high school level, as he'll be on your team for 2 more years to come after this. So if I'm a college recruit looking for a free safety, I'm going to come out here and check out this kid, as he's already proving to be a big defensive weapon out there for the Cougars.
And the measurement comes in for a first down, so Whitney will move the chains. But, yeah, looking at his size, we don't have his exact weight or height, but from up here he looks pretty big.
Yeah, he's definitely taller than most of the rest of the people on his team, so playing that free safety position well.
So 1st and 10 for Whitney, a big first down pickup, and the snap is mishandled. I believe Whitney is able to fall back on it, but they're going to lose 2, and more importantly, the clock keeps rolling as we are at 30 seconds left here in the 3rd.
Yeah, if I'm Whitney after that play, I'm going to let this try to let this quarter go out and take some time to figure out what we did wrong. But they are a hurry-up type of offense, and they're going to keep it moving.
Romo will take the snap. 2nd down and long. The ball is incomplete. Just overthrown trying to find Powell coming out of the backfield, but Powell couldn't bring it in, and he'll bring up 3rd down and 12 with 13 seconds left in the third.
Yeah, that was just a bad pass there by Romo. He had his receiver open on the outside. He just happened to put it a little bit too high instead of catching him on the stride. And the Powell wasn't able to bring it in, and it was an incompletion, bringing up a 3rd and long here.
3rd down and long, setting up the screen is complete. And the flags come flying out. Choicer has the completion. He's brought out of bounds near midfield, but we'll see what the penalty marker is all about. Personal foul, roughing the passer, going against Del Campo, so give him a 1st down. It would have been 4th down and 8. And if you're the coaching staff of Del Campo, you can't like that.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely don't want to say that this high school football officiating crew has been paid off, but that was it's a screenplay. You got to expect your quarterback to take a hit on that one. It wasn't late at all. I don't quite agree with that call. But obviously that's not the first one that I'm not going to agree with so far tonight. But like I said earlier, I'm not the guy in the zebra striped shirt, so no yellow flags in my pocket, so nobody listens to what I have to say when it comes to penalties.
So a big 1st down. It would have been 4th and 8. Instead, it's 1st down at the 35 of Del Campo. Choicer will get the carry, which will be the final play of the third quarter as Choicer picks up about 5. And that will do it for the third quarter. So 34-20 is your score at the end of 3. It will be 2nd down and 5 for Whitney when play resumes to start the fourth quarter.
PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday night football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com. High school sports lives here. Also, don't forget to stay tuned for the PlayOnSports.com postgame show, where we will select our player of the game as well as wrap up all the action from this ballgame. That's coming up following the game on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
I'm Andrew Jensen alongside Jason Patterson tonight up here on top of the press box. I also want to thank our videographer, Victor Adams, and our producer, Nate Schemmel here, who are braving out the cold as well, right next to us. And there's a few other cameramen up here that are bundling up. It is chilly.
So a couple scores from around the way. We got Vacaville leading Rio Linda 28-14 with 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. A couple other games that aren't quite in this area. American Canyon leading River Valley 37-0 at the end of the third quarter there. Escalon leaving Calaveras 34-6 at the end of the third quarter. Los Banos leading Somerville 22-12 at halftime. Antelope leading Rockland 21-14 at halftime. So a couple close games here in the first round of the playoffs, a couple blowouts. Capital Christian leading Modesto Christian 28-0 at the start of the fourth quarter. And here we go to start the fourth quarter here in our game.
Romo is going to look to throw on the first play of the fourth quarter, and he overthrows his intended receiver. I believe that was Moffitt again.
That kid's got a cannon on him.
And he's only a junior. He's going to be back next year. He put up big numbers this year. So you figure he's going to get it better over the offseason and possibly open some college eyes.
Yeah, every time you say the word deep ball downfield, he pretty much outthrows his receiver by 10, 15 yards. So that's definitely a difficult thing to do. And if he can hone in on those skills, it's good to have that cannon at quarterback.
Handoff up the middle. And it's going to be enough for the first down for Whitney as Wilkinson is brought down near the 20-yard line. And, of course, the safety, Simcu, back there, who has been all over the place, comes up with the stop. So, two-score game, 34-20. Del Campo has the lead. Whitney has the football, and they are driving. They have it 1st and 10 at the 20. Romo will look to throw. He completes it. Pickup of maybe 5, maybe 6, depending on the spot. And I believe that was Torres who comes up with that. 2nd and 5. Handoff up the middle. And pickup of a couple is Wilkinson. It's going to bring up 3rd down and short for Whitney. 3rd and 2.
I really do like the hurry-up offense that the Whitney High does come out, and they do play it pretty well. Keeps the defense kind of off bay. They haven't done it as much as they did in the first half, so maybe that was one thing that led to so much success. We do have a flag on this play, though.
And it came from the far side official here, so it looks like maybe someone lined up offsides or something along those lines. We'll see what the call is as Whitney is pointing towards Del Campo.
It is chilly. That wind does not help up here, let me tell you.
The official is talking it over, and again, it came from the side judge. So my guess is someone lined up offsides.
It's usually a fair guess.
Because the flag came flying out as soon as the play.
Still looking for some sort of signal from the ref. Here we go.
Illegal substitution?
I've never seen that one. So I'll go with that, illegal substitution. Yeah, not even the announcer for the arena knows what that call was.
But it will be a 1st down for Whitney with 10:56 remaining. So it'll be 1st and goal for Whitney at the 6-yard line. Romo will hand the ball off to Choicer. He slips down as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. The field has to be wet with the drizzle that we've had. And Choicer tried to change direction there but slipped to the ground. And in high school and college, as soon as your knee hits, regardless if someone touches you or not, you're down.
Yeah, here at Del Campo High School, one of the few fields here in the Sacramento area with actual grass still. So a lot of high schools has updated to the turf, and it proves here for the winter games.
Handoff to the far side. Choicer trying to get to the corner, and he is chased out of bounds. He's in. Touchdown.
For a kid that went out on a leg injury earlier in the game, that play was amazing. He was able to get to the outside and just turned on the jets, found that pylon, dove for it, knocked it over, and got the referee to put his 2 hands in the air, signaling touchdown. Great play by Choicer, proving that he's got a lot of determination out there. And he goes and gives his little brother or whatever that guy is over there a little high five. He's got a little fan on the sideline. I like that.
So the extra point, a big one here, high snap, and the kick is up and good. So 34-27 is the score. 1 touchdown game for Del Campo with 10-11 left in the 4th quarter here on PlayOnSports.com. So Del Campo will get the ball, and instead of if they would have got it with a 2-score lead, you can say they might want to milk some time off. But now, too much time left to think. Just kind of be conservative. If you're Del Campo, you got to continue doing what you're doing and try to get that score back.
Yeah, I agree. You definitely want to have more points, but you also have to remember that you don't absolutely need points. So if I'm the Del Campo Cougars, I'm going for 1st downs right now, 10 yards at a time. Keep those chains moving, keep that clock moving, and see if we can't get out of here with a W and move on to the 2nd round of the playoffs.
10-11 remaining. As Blumgold will head back deep along with Munoz. And here is the kickoff. Back deep, it's going to be Blumgold who will field it at the 15. He crosses the 20 to the 25, fighting for extra yards, getting down to near the 30, and that is where Del Campo will take over at their own 30 with 10:05 left in this one.
Definitely a close game. Not what I expected after the first 14 points of the game, but definitely turned out to be a pretty solid ball game from both sides of the ball. Definitely been entertaining so far. There hasn't been too many dull moments here, so makes for a good 1st-round playoff game. Definitely been exciting. It keeps this home field crowd, even the away crowd, definitely into the game at all times. So 34-27, such a close game. Let's see if which team can prevail here and move on to the 2nd round.
As Rodrigo will be under center, hands the ball off, and not a lot of room. Pick up maybe a yard from Blumgold.
Yeah, Blumgold has really been just, they've been keeping the cap on him pretty much the whole entire game. Whitney High obviously doing a lot of watching film this week. Know that he was their star rusher, and they've done exactly what they've needed to do to keep him under wraps this entire game, as he's definitely, I'd say, under the 50-yard mark for the game.
9:34 left in the fourth. 2nd down and 9. Again, Blumgold the ball carrier, and again he's tripped up for a minimal gain, and it brings up 3rd down and long. So a big play in this ball game here in the fourth quarter. If Whitney can come up with a 3 and out from this position, they'll have good field position. And Del Campo trying to keep this drive going, so we'll see what happens with this play.
Yeah, one thing I do notice, Andrew, is whenever Blumgold gets the ball, Whitney High, whenever they take him down for minimal gains, they are pretty happy with themselves, so they know what Blumgold is capable of doing, and they're proving that it's definitely something nice to keep him under wraps.
Rodrigo fires incomplete, trying that seam route again, and he was trying to find Purcell on that same play that has worked on a couple occasions, but this time it is almost intercepted and falls incomplete. And so Whitney forces a 3 and out.
Yeah, what a play by Andrew Husky. He was the defensive back covering on that play. As we've seen that little touch pass across the middle to Purcell work a couple times throughout this game, Husky pretty much decided that they've done it twice and that was enough for him. So he did great job on defense there, and was able to get his hand on the ball and bring it down. And here is the punt.
Whitney will field it, and that is Torres. And a flag comes flying in late saying they didn't give Torres enough room.
He whistled for the fair catch, and looks like 26 here for Del Campo happened to run into him.
Munoz.
So, yeah, Devontae Munoz, who happened to accidentally run into the punt returner. But nonetheless, when he signals for that fair catch, you cannot touch him at all, accidental or not, unless you're blocked into him.
And I think that's what they're trying to argue here. So the referees are talking it over.
So they might pick up this flag here saying it was completely accidental, but he definitely did make some contact there.
We'll see here what the official calls as they are going to call it a kick interference. I believe. Let's see. Are they going to re-kick it?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Looks like they're going to re-kick because they took it back way too far for a penalty, unless I'm mistaken.
No, I think they're going to re-kick this one.
Yeah.
Torres comes in at the 45.
About to start jumping jacks up here. I'm going to have to start a calisthenics up here to keep warm.
They're going to mark off the penalty and have them re-kick.
I like this call by the Wildcats. Let them re-kick, see if they can get a little bit of magic to happen here on a kickoff.
Yeah. Instead of just taking the 15 yards on the return, make them march back 15 yards and then get a return on top of that. Low snap. This time Torres will run towards the 50. He will field it at the 48. Crosses the 40. The ball pops out. Who got it? Del Campo is saying they have it. No signal yet. There it is. Del Campo football after Torres muffs the punt. He had a good return, but the ball popped out.
Yeah, what? Just as I say, I like the fact that they're going to re-kick it. It comes back, and I have to bite my tongue because that definitely was not a good play. John Weatherford, who on the recovery for the Cougars. So Weatherford was able to locate that ball as it hit the turf, and he gets a big recovery for his team late in the fourth quarter with only 8.5 minutes to go in this game. That was big for the Cougars. They just need to keep the ball moving now. That's exactly what they needed here to keep momentum.
Austin Brown.
Man, that kid, he is good. I like Austin Brown. He has definitely been showing me a little something here tonight.
Picks up 8. The only thing that Brown could have done better there was stay in bounds. He went out of bounds on his own accord, which will stop the clock. So it'll be 2nd down and 2 for Del Campo, who's clinging on to a 7-point lead here, 34-27. They're going to try the option play. Rodigo keeping himself, and he has enough for the 1st down as he picks up about 5. So they'll stop the clock to move the chains, but then the clock will start rolling again, and time is definitely a factor now.
Starting to get the sniffles.
Yeah, I think we all are up here. Out of our control. Ball on the end around.
That was very nice.
And Munoz takes a hit. We have been seeing some hard hits on both sides tonight.
Jordan Powell with just a demolishing hit. That was, wow.
Powell.
You heard that from across the street, ladies and gentlemen. That was a big hit. Jordan Powell listed as a senior, 5'10", 180 pounds, and he put all 180 into that tackle. That was a beautiful hit by Powell. I believe it even jarred the ball loose a little bit. Luckily for the Cougars, it happened to fall out of bounds.
Yeah, Munoz was the carrier there, and he went out of bounds too, which stops the clock. 34-27, handoff up the middle now, Austin Brown. And Brown has close to a 1st down. I believe he's going to be short by about a yard. Whitney saying the ball came loose, but the referee is going to say no, that runner was already down.
That is going to keep the clock moving as we're going to get under 8 minutes to go here in this ball game. So Cougars looking good here on this drive after the muffed punt.
3rd down and a yard. Brown, the ball carrier, has enough for the 1st down, and he's still going. Tripped up at the last moment.
Yeah, that was the kicker, Jordan Trainer, with a touchdown-saving tackle there. Happened to trip him up, and he could have easily galloped in there for 6 points. So touchdown-saving tackle by Trainer.
7:22 remaining. Brown has been the player of the game thus far. Rodigo keeping himself here on the quarterback keeper. He'll get maybe a yard.
Yeah, I don't even know if that was a quarterback keeper as I see Rodrigo turn around. Yeah, he just definitely got up and had some words with Austin Brown. He turned around looking for a running back. There was nobody there.
It was a broken play.
Yeah, he had no choice but to pull that ball down and start running with it. So, obviously, even the kids out there starting to feel a little bit of this cold. The brain function starting to go down a little bit.
And Brown will get the pitch on 2nd down and 8. And he goes out of bounds. A flag comes flying out. So and that will go against Del Campo, a block in the back.
Yeah, one thing I have noticed here, Andrew, is you had mentioned earlier they've already ran out of bounds a couple times on this drive.
They got to realize that at this position, your main focus, other than trying to get positive yards, is stay in bounds.
Yeah, like I said, right now with the lead in the 4th quarter, you want to give the ball to your running game. You want to pick up exactly 10 yards per every 3 plays. So that way you can use as much time as possible. Stay in bounds is also the biggest thing to do. Keep that clock moving here under 7 minutes to go in this game. So let's see if the Cougars can't stay in bounds.
2nd and 20. Brown gets the handoff. Dancing around, and he'll pick up about 5. And he does stay in bounds here. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 15 with 6:23 remaining. So big 3rd down here. You got to think this is 4-down territory for, well, maybe not. Del Campo, we'll see what they do. But if they didn't pick up any yards from right here,
they definitely have their kicker over here warming up. So they're trying to get as many points as possible.
They're going to throw it on 3rd down. And Rodigo under pressure. Now he's just going to scramble and is knocked out of bounds hard. That will stop the clock, but it's going to bring up a 4th down with 5:47. And again, they stop the clock, and they do Whitney a favor.
Yeah, they again, keeping Whitney's timeouts in full. Keeping that time stopped is not what the Cougars want to do here, especially on 4th and 15, only up 1 touchdown. So Been a pretty good drive so far, minus the fact that they keep running out of bounds for the Cougars here. So if they can manage to try to pick up this first down, which is pretty long, 4th and 15 according to the scoreboard.
And they're going to go for it here because if you punt and it goes into the end zone, it'll be about a 5-yard punt, so they're going for it. 4th down and 5. Rodrigo will look to throw. Throwing. It is diving attempt. No signal. No, one official said yes, the other one said no. The far side official there came in and overturned one of the officials and said incomplete.
Man, I wish this was NFL for a slow-mo replay on that one.
Hatfield was the intended receiver, and he thought he had it.
Yeah, I definitely thought he made a good attempt on catching that ball. If he didn't make that catch, it was great effort.
So 5:38, Whitney will get the ball here.
It's not a huge turnover on downs, but it's not what they wanted to do.
Well, it gives Whitney a chance here with plenty of time to drive down the field and possibly tie this.
Wow.
Choice of the ball carrier picks up a yard, and that is it. But they're going to really have to show some urgency here.
You know, Andrew, that Cougar defense has just been absolutely outstanding since giving up those 14 points to start this game. Since those 14 points, they have given up only 13 more. So they are looking really, really good on defense.
That was Wilkinson, the ball carrier, that gets a yard. Romo looking to throw. Fires incomplete. He was trying to find Moffitt there. And Moffitt maybe should have came down with that one. He was open.
Yeah, he was open, but with Semke back there playing that safety, he knows that he could possibly be entail for a big hit from the safety. So he might have been thinking about that before he made that catch, and it happened to get a little bit past him. Nonetheless, an incompletion for the Wildcats.
3rd down and 9. And here's the situation. If you don't pick up this third, do you go for it or do you punt it away? You have your timeouts, but you risk not getting the ball back. Romo will look to throw and try to avoid that, and it will be incomplete. And it will bring up a 4th down. Pass was intended. It looks for Giacomini.
Yeah.
And it brings up 4th and 9.
Romo had Giacomini open across the middle. He just happened to put it a little bit too high. So that brings up a 4th and 9.
It looks like they're going to punt it away. And
I think that's a good call.
I believe it is because you have all your timeouts, but at the same time, you run the risk of not getting the ball back.
Yeah, despite the fact that the Cougars did drive down the field last drive, they didn't score, and they also didn't take that much time off the clock. So if I'm the Wildcats, this is a good play call here. Give the ball back and put it in the hands of my defense.
And the kick is going to be a fair catch is going to be called by Rocha. So 5:01 remaining for Del Campo, and if they can pick up a couple first downs, they may be in position to move forward in this playoff.
Yeah, this is a definitely close game here. Getting down to it, 5 minutes to go. Only one touchdown separating these teams, so keeping this game interesting for the first round of the playoffs.
We have a final for Elk Grove?
Yeah, I can.
Here we go.
Wow. How did that happen?
41-0 is the score with Elk Grove, and it looks like they're moving forward.
I need to look that up because that means they scored all those points in one quarter.
Brown, the ball carrier, and he picks up a nice chunk on first down, picks up about 5. So the winner here will take on Elk Grove as there's only a minute left and they're up by 41.
Wow.
Unless somehow that score got miscommunicated and they just flipped it. It could have been 14.
Yeah, because that's what it was. It was 14-0 going into the fourth quarter. Man, if they just scored all that many touchdowns.
I'm thinking it just was a miscommunication. Brown on 2nd down and 5 has enough for the first. He needs to stay inbounds.
Which he doesn't.
He doesn't. He goes out of bounds, and if you're Del Campo, you got to tell him, you're doing an awesome job, kid. You're doing a great job, but you got to stay in bounds.
I agree. Fourth quarter, I play a lot of Madden on the game, and come this time, you want to give the ball to your halfback and keep him away from that big white piece of chalk on the sidelines.
You got to know at that point to slide down.
So that score is correct, 41-0, Elk Grove over Ponderosa. Man, the final score, Folsom 59 to Atwater 12.
And you're saying Folsom has one of the better quarterbacks from Northern California.
Yeah.
Only a sophomore. As 1st down and 10, Brown, the ball carrier again. He stays in bounds. He'll lose about a yard on the carry, but.
Yeah, that quarterback out of Folsom High School, he's he's definitely something to be watched here in the Sac-Joaquin section. A sophomore who's thrown for he's thrown it 400 times, completed 263
Now
of those.
Before tonight's
This
game.
is before tonight's. This is just in the regular season, ladies and gentlemen. 263 for 400 with 3,726 yards and 43 touchdowns. And I'm going to go ahead and say it one more time. That kid is a sophomore.
That's just scary.
So
you know he has every big school looking at him.
And they came out tonight and proved it as they just destroyed Atwater.
4:04 remaining, second down and 11. Ball handed off to Brown, or that's Blumgold. And Blumgold fights forward, and he has enough for the first down. So Blumgold has been quiet tonight, but not there. And now, if you're Whitney, you got to start using your timeouts. You'd at least think you need to start using your timeouts here.
Yeah, a couple more scores here. Del Oro beating Yuba City 45-21. Modoc over Calusa 48-22. That's a final.
Blumgold is brought down inside the 20. 3:42 left.
Sierra 28, Rosemont 8. That's a final. Oakdale over Pacheco 63-7. Man, that was a rout there. Rio Linda falling to Vacaville 35-21. So the Vacaville Bulldogs moving on.
Second down and 5. Handoff up the middle. Smart play there for Del Campo, just running it up the middle, not even taking a chance of going out of bounds. And Brown is brought down short of the first down.
But that will keep the clock moving, so.
As we're at 3 minutes to go.
Starting to get down to crunch time here.
Well, here's this thing. If you don't get this, you go for the field goal here.
I agree. If you go for the field goal, that makes it a 2-score game.
But at the same time, their kicker is always movement here going against Del Campo. That might take away that thought.
Yep, there goes that thought right there.
So they'll move them back 5 yards. I don't think I feel my feet anymore.
Yeah, I lost feeling and everything at this point. Toes, fingers, gone. I'm just hoping they stay attached at this point.
This is a pretty chilly night up here on top of the press box here at Del Campo High. Brown gets the carry on third down, and he's short of the first. It's going to be fourth down and about 2 with 2:22 left. So right now, let's see, they're at the 16-yard line, so it'll be about a 32, 33-yard field goal.
Yeah, 33
if they went for that. And that would pretty much seal the deal if he can make that.
33 yards for a high school kid in this cold with the wind.
Tough. Well, it's hard for a collegiate kid in this cold wind.
Yeah, I agree. That chilliness, it affects the air pressure in the balls too. So
yeah, I think they're making the right move here by going for it. You don't want to risk getting the kick blocked or missing it. And at this point, I think you have a better chance of picking up the 2 or 3 yards instead of the field goal.
They took it all the way down to 1 minute and 50 seconds, called their timeout. So they have, not a whole lot of time here left, under 120 seconds. So. Wow, what a game out there, Rockland and Antelope. Rockland leading Antelope 24-21 with 24 unanswered points. So what a game out there in Antelope.
This Whitney team, Whitney High, is from Rockland, making the trip out here to Del Campo High.
It's not too far of a trip. It's about probably maybe a 20, 25-minute drive. Straight down the 80.
Well, we were on the 80, but we were stuck on traffic for about 45 minutes coming out here.
Yeah, lots of traffic definitely today. Friday nights, everybody's traveling.
And now that it's getting dark a lot earlier.
Yep.
Definitely adds to that traffic. But
so this is a big play here.
Yeah, this is basically the game.
Oh, they are going to kick it. They're going to kick the field goal.
So it'll be about a 33-yard attempt.
This will seal it.
This is coming from...
If he makes this kick, be prepared to see these kids go ecstatic.
Panasek trying the 33-yarder. It's low and blocked. And it's a live ball. since it was blocked, and Whitney will return it. And the ball is loose on the return. No, they're going to say the fumble was caused by the ground. So it will be Whitney football with 1:36 remaining. And I like the call.
I like the call. I definitely like the call.
You make it, you ice the game. You miss it,
yeah.
They still have to drive the field.
I'm gonna blame the actual grass on that one. Had that been turf, he might have had a little bit more footing. He went to plant his foot to kick it.
Until he slipped a little bit.
He Charlie Browned it. That's exactly what happened. If anybody watched Charlie Brown back in the day, that's exactly what he did. He Charlie Browned it, fell right underneath him. That's unfortunate for the Cougars, but definitely not out yet. A minute and a half to go.
Well,
all you have to do is the big defensive stops here, and you go on to the second round to face Elk Grove.
Whitney will have it. They need to go about 80 yards with 1:36 remaining. Romo fires, has it completed, and getting out of bounds to stop the clock. He got it over to Chris Corpus, and Corpus getting his first touch of the ball game, and a big pickup will be enough for the first down. So the clock will stop as Corpus they're going to say he was out of bounds, 2 yards shy of the first down. I believe there's some confusion here with the referees. They're going to talk it over. I thought he had the first.
Yeah, I think the side judge over here is trying to tell him that their spot is off.
Because the ball was at the 20, and now it's at the 30, so it has to be a first down.
Yeah, they're going to go ahead and call it a first down, so they're going to move the chains.
Okay, I'm not going crazy up here in the cold. I was like, wait a minute. Last I checked, you had to get 10 yards to get a first down.
No, you're doing good. It's them that is affected by the cold down there.
So first down, the clock is stopped. Romo snaps it, and again trying to find Corpus, but it's knocked incomplete. So second down and 10, the clock is stopped.
Yeah, that was big pressure in the backfield by, Austin Lago Maracino. Can't see that out here in the dark, but he got in the backfield and brought the quarterback down and caused that pressure. So that was all him on that play.
Romo on second down fires, and it's completed to Moffitt. Moffitt has some yards, has a first down, and chased out of bounds to the 42. So the clock will stop with 1:19 remaining. So Whitney right now making the one final push to maybe send this game to overtime. Del Campo, the players are telling the crowd to get loud. Campo again fires. Again, Moffitt. And he won't get, he does get out of bounds.
That's a big target over there for his quarterback. Moffitt coming in as a senior, 6'4", 184 pounds. So 6'4" at high school level, that's a big target. And Romo is choosing him on this big, important drive to keep Whitney's season alive.
Second down and about 2. They're going to hand it off on 2nd and 2. And they did not pick up the first down. Choicer gets about a yard shy, and what that does is the clock will keep going. So if you're Whitney,
I might use a timeout here.
Yeah, because they're short. The clock is rolling. 55 seconds. They're thinking they were going to get the first and have a chance to stop the clock while the chains move. Flags come flying out.
Ooh. I really can't feel my fingers.
We'll see who this is on. Again, it was from the side judge, and it may be another offsides or illegal substitution penalty again. We'll see what the referee calls.
I have to start dancing with the cheerleaders to stay warm up here.
Oh, that's going against the Wildcats. That would have been a first down. So instead, it moves it to 3rd and 6, and it's a legal formation penalty or illegal shift. With 46 seconds left, it's 3rd down and 6, and the clock will start going again. So down to 40 seconds. Under pressure is Romo, down he goes. And now Whitney will call a timeout. A huge play there by the Del Campo defense. And I believe...
Yeah, it was J.J. Tufu on the sack there, number 57 for Del Campo. got in the backfield with great penetration, and that could be the game-winning sack right there, which brings up a 4th and long. So if Whitney does not pick up this 4th down, that will do it and put Del Campo into the second round to face Elk Grove next week. So
yeah, it should be a good matchup too. It'll be, I believe, at Elk Grove, and it will be 4th down and long for Whitney here. If they don't convert, the ball game, barring a disaster, will be over.
I think the ideal matchup is me and my car heater right now.
That's one matchup I don't want to lose.
This is a big 4th down right here. This is Whitney's season on the line. If they can't pick up this 4th down, this will be a lose and go home game for them. So the fans here at Del Campo starting to get behind their kids.
4th and 10. This is the game. Romo looking to throw. Romo fires. Ball is knocked away and intercepted. And Del Campo will move on, barring a major
right, like a fumble or something. Right. Hopefully they can do the victory formation, get their knees, and go on to Elk Grove.
Romeo Lopez with the interception, and Whitney, after starting out this game so hot, is going to have their season come to an end.
Yeah, unfortunate for Whitney, but to come out and score 14 points right off the bat.
And easily, too.
Yeah, and they looked like it was going to be a big blowout. And then after those 14 unanswered points, I believe they had scored those 14 unanswered points with still only 10 minutes to go in the first quarter. So since then, only scoring 13 points for the rest of the game. I'm going to give a hats off again to Del Campo's defense. This was their game. They won it. Del Campo's offense went out, put points on the board, but the defense had to buckle down and stop this Whitney offense, and they did that.
And exactly. They have 27 points right now, and considering that 14 of them came within the first 5 minutes of the game. And they'll take a knee. Whitney will have their season come to a close. Down, I think, 10 seconds. And I don't think Del Campo will have to make another snap here. 5 seconds. And that will do it. 34-27, Del Campo wins it over Whitney. And they'll move on to take on Elk Grove next week in round 2 of the Sac-Joaquin Division II playoffs. So really quick to wrap this one up, we're not going to have an interview because we're up top. We normally would have an interview, but for player safety reasons, we can't have them climb up here onto the roof.
I'm going to call Austin Brown as the player of the game.
Yeah, Austin Brown would be our player of the game. He had well over 100 yards rushing. Well over, maybe over 150, I would say.
Plus a couple touchdowns, and not to mention the spark that he just provided for that offense. So Austin Brown playing a great game. So Del Campo going to go on to face that explosive Elk Grove offense, probably going to be at Elk Grove, as I think Elk Grove is the higher seed. But, man, again, hats off to Del Campo. They came out here, they went down 14 points early, and they proved that they are a playoff team and came back to win this ballgame 34-27. So great play by the Cougars.
We'll wrap it up here for our broadcast crew. Jason Patterson, my color analyst tonight, Nate Semel, my producer, and Victor Adams, our videographer. I'm Andrew Jensen saying good night from just outside of Sacramento. To join us next time on PlayOnSports.com.